You know, I feel like I'd have more of a reaction to Donald Glover as Yoshi if I actually knew who Donald Glover was. Because I half don't. Anyway. Um... Yeah, I think we've gone off the deep end with this one. Let me load up the video game. And I'll show you what I mean. Is it this? I don't know if it's game capture or not. It's game capture. So, where do I even begin with this? Epilepsy warning. I'll begin with that. Why are there so many terms? Please read the following terms and conditions while we are in tropical parrot. Tropical! I'm scared. I've never seen a game with this many terms and conditions. The game is weirdly quiet. Can I turn the game volume up? Oh, maybe just leave text size at this. This looks... Voice crack. This looks so fun as well, though. Like, I love tropical theming in games. Anyway, so Dead by Daylight. It's an asim horror game. We all know it. Apparently they made a dating sim back in 2021, I think. And you know, playing actual Dead by Daylight is, I've heard it's not great. So let's enjoy Dead by Daylight a different way. In a very different way. Let's just start the game. Why is there 3 files? What should we call you? Oh. We've got off the deep end with this one. You wake up on the beach, soaking wet, salt water stinging the inside of your throat, as if you'd nearly drowned. Water falls from your mouth as you open it to gasp for air. You have no memory of how you got here. In fact, you can only remember your own name, but not where you came from or a single fact about your life. What you do know is that, despite the outrageous beauty of the landscape around you, you feel incredibly sick to your stomach. Wow. Really went down the wrong pipe, huh? You need a minute, or can I go on? Wait, the narrator... I just realized. Narrator is an actual entity. That's great. Because I can give you a minute. We've got plenty of time. Endless time, really. An eternity, if you catch my drift. Well, not now, Ocean. Sorry, Bob. May I continue? Please, go on. Okay, then. As I was saying... You look down at your feet, ankle deep in the crystal blue water of a newly arrived wave. As the water recedes back into the ocean, it reveals a grotesque discovery. Whoa! A decomposing face stares up at you from beneath the sand. All you can do is vomit a stream of dark bile, bugs, worms, and other ick. Questions race through your mind. Where are you? How did you get here? Who is behind this incredibly charming and well-spoken voice in your head? However, answers don't come easy. Your mind is completely blank. What will you do? I completely forgot that's still a horror game. I mean... I don't know what really to do. There's definitely a serial killer on this island. Or more than one. I don't think digging up the face will provide anything useful. If I have no memory. It's just a kill to show the killer's power. I could close my eyes, because I don't think running would do much. I could run to here, though. You close your eyes, this must be a nightmare, right? This is not happening. This is not happening! The mantra centers you, and you're briefly able to find peace. The lapping waves go silent, and for the first time in your entire life, it feels like you're in control. That is more real than I thought. When you open your eyes, you're in the exact same place, except now the disgusting corpse face is smiling at you. Even the dead have a wondrous time on our island, I promise you will too. Don't worry, you're gonna do just fine. We wouldn't want anyone else. Well, that was sure weird. That voice again. Do oceans normally talk? Your memory isn't right, but you're pretty sure you remembered learning as a child that oceans do not speak directly to people in spooky terms. God, I love the narrator in this game already, dude. Your mind doesn't have a chance to linger any longer on your current situation, as you feel something soft bump into your foot. When you look down, you find a volleyball sitting in the sand there next to you. You stare down, frozen. A voice calls out from behind. Little help, please? You turn around, and when you see what's waiting for you, your jaw just about hits the ground. Oh, she's so cute! I love the little... Oh. Oh, we're just getting introduced to everybody now, are we? Oh, okay. We're just getting introduced to everyone. Immediately. 4 gorgeous monsters stand halfway between you and the well-tended volleyball courts. I feel like I'm about to be jumped. Each of them oozes with undead energy, a magical aura reaching out and penetrating you via your eyes. Oh, they blink as well, I just realized. Your heart begins to race. Curiosity, fear, desire. You can't help but stare at these casually dressed... Let's call them killers. I don't know, not to be judgmental, but that's just the energy they put out. Look at how many are just... These two are just lunging at me. So I'm kind of scared. So many competing feelings rush through your mind at once that you are completely paralyzed. Hello? There are weird days, and then there's this. All you can do is look down at the ball and back up at the monstrous lineup of, well, literal monsters. Sexy ass monsters, though. What do you do? No, I think they're chill. Toss it back. You bend down and grab the ball. It's warm from sitting in the sand on this beautiful day. When you give the ball a toss, it arcs beautifully through the air and lands right in Huntress's hands. Not bad, stranger. Huntress's muscles ripple as she grips it in her hand. You look her up and down and consider what it might be like to be held in those strong arms. Warm perhaps, maybe a little sweaty, but that's okay, it's natural. Try hard much? They're speaking directly to you, but you still can't bring yourself to reply. You're entranced. When you snap out of it, you realize that everyone has gone back to playing volleyball. Alone again, you look across the beach at these strange residents who casually bat a volleyball back and forth, happily ignoring your intrusion onto their private beach. Did you be frightened, worried, excited? I did refer to them as killers, not much to give away. At the same time, damn. They are looking very appealing in their own way, and nobody so much as lifted a blood-soaked finger in your direction. Don't be scared, Bob, you were made for this. No! No. Well, jeez, if the spooky ocean boy says not to be scared, I'm sure it's all gonna work out. I can't stop laughing at the narrator, I don't know why. But I feel like the comedy here is just really funny. I think it's just because the concept is so stupid. With no good reason not to, you decide to head over and see what happens next. It seems like you've derailed the volleyball game just by showing up. You derailed the game just by showing up, nitwit. I guess you're also a nitwit. Look, it's best to just go with what Trapper says when he says it. That's a policy I hold for pretty much anyone who always seems to have fresh blood on their hands. Hey, don't worry about it. It's all just a game. Existence, that is. Besides, you seem a lot more interesting than a silly game. What's your deal? What brings you here? I mean, they're here to do much more than distract from my total domination. I was right. This means he was done with the game too. Either that or we saw a butterfly or something. Look, I don't care why this slack-jawed moron is here. I just want to know, can I kill them or not? You know you can't. At least not yet. Whoa. Yeah, not yet. Hey Bob, you might want to, you know, say something. Actually, never mind, there'll be plenty of time for that soon enough. Right now, this group has some questions for you. The B1, answer quickly and answer well. This is a timed quiz and will be very important later. Very important. Or not important anyway whatsoever, probably that one, I can't remember. How attractive would you say you are? Not at all. Never thought of myself as attractive. Whoa, watch it, that's bullshit, you beautiful. Thanks, Gabe. You can have any superpower, what would it be? Flight. Flight for sure. Technically, I suppose I can fly. Honestly, it's not all that crap to be up here. As far as I go, I'm still not where I want to be. What was your best subject in school? Math, I guess, out of history. And math. I'm better at history than I am at math. Still not that good at math though in general. It's the only thing that makes sense when you think about it. What's your favorite animal? I guess I'm more of a cat guy. Maybe. Oh, why is everyone looking at me? Just because I'm the typical cute goth girl, I have some specific love for all things cats, more specifically black cats. Well, I do, but you can all go to hell anyway. What's your favorite color? 3D old corpse. Nobody would expect me to pick this, so I'm gonna say 3D old corpse. That's a pretty edgy answer, right? I'm pretty dangerous. I talk about corpses, no biggie. Those are not good to me unless they've been frozen. You'd be surprised how quickly good meat can spoil. But maybe you wouldn't be surprised. I'm still getting to know you. What's your dream job? Not working at all. Astronaut, I'm not fond of, and I'm not that into nightclubs. I don't go outside. Which probably explains why I'm playing this. It takes a lot of courage to break through from society's expectations to climb up the ladder. Only she could spin the laziness into some kind of brand for Snoopy's and millennials. Best flavor of ice cream. Chocolate. My favorite flavor is pain. Right. Same here. Mine has been... I think mint chip is the greatest flavor I've ever conceived myself. But enough about ice cream, am I right? Hold on a second, this reminds me, I am right, always. It's a lesson you should learn before we go too much further. Do what I say if you want to survive. Pick mint chip. We're teaching lessons now, narrator? You rascal, kill or be killed is the rule on this island, even for faceless voices. Tell me, what's the best flavor of ice cream? You said mint chip, right? So obedient. I think you're gonna do just fine. Anywho, now that they know you so much about you, I'm sure the group wants to start getting to know them. I'm Trapper. I pretty much run things around here. I'm the smartest, richest, strongest person on the whole island. I don't like losers. If you want to know what a loser is, say hello to Wraith. Hi, I'm Wraith. I'm nothing like everyone else. I like nice people and loathe dumb idiots. Hey, what's up? I'm Spirit. I don't like most things. I don't really hate most things either. It's not worth my time. But the things I do hate, I really hate, you know? Based on my personal observations, life is nothing but suffering. And society is a carefully calculated lie to keep everyone subservient in those in power. It's better to choose just not to take part. She was like she was downright murdered by society. She hates it so much. Oh wait, I'm remembering Spirit's story now. That's almost exactly what happened. I know nothing about Dead by Daylight and its characters, so... Or I know how... I've seen Dead by Daylight, I just don't... I don't know. Hey, I'm Huntress, don't let these bummers get you down. There's lots of fun to be had on this island, along with lots of love. I'm scared because you're holding an axe up to me while saying that. And there it is, if you know what I mean. Oh, bloody. I've explained this 1,000 times. I'm dead, but not a literal ghost. I just created a trail of fog. I'm not made of it. Whatever, fog body. That's not nice. He's not nice. You love it. Only sometimes. Really, that's disgusting. That's why she likes it. Don't speak for me, I also hate it. Stop speaking entirely, actually. The first time ever, I agree with the Wraith. Let's move on, otherwise they'll do this whole thing. Besides, if I know this crew, and I do, they'll want to show off some more. If we're done playing, let's do something else instead. For once I actually agree with the meathead. I say we go to my yacht. It's a massive boat docked nearby. I'll give everyone a taste of true luxury and power. Wraith rolls his eyes. Mind him, he just hates fun and happiness. No! I hate the endless, desperate, soul-crushing pursuit of wealth. The way it's flaunted needlessly and the cruelty it endangers. What about hanging by the pool? I find the water calming, simple and beautiful. Hey, what about our volleyball game? We can exercise, have some fun as a group. In all seriousness, perfectly good lounge to chill out at right here. Besides, I hate being in the sun. Oh, yacht could be nice. Perfect! You obviously had a modicum of taste and good judgment. At least I hope you do, I guess we'll find out. Worst case, we'll find out how strong your bones are, how heavy you are to pick up and throw, and how fast your lifeless body sinks. Should be a pretty cool day, regardless. Hold on! Just for one moment. This is Dwight and Claudette, our activities coordinators. They are also the cooks, waiters, and bartenders, and janitors, and every other job. They're the only help remaining on the island. This place we call Murder's Island. Cue dramatic musical flourish. None of the others survived. Survived the interview process, I mean. Hence hence why we shall heretofore refer to them as survivors with a capital S. These two have worked here for a long time, so very long, I don't actually know how long it's been. Sorry, anyway. I should probably let Dwight and Claudette do their mandated jobs. They sure look happy, but they're vibrating with a nervous energy that is starting to give me the creeps. We will now escort the group to the venue of your choosing. However, in the future we don't recommend waiting for us to present you with your options whenever possible. Just don't run off to various activities unsupervised. We don't have much autonomy around here. The most you can do is allow us to do our jobs. The most you can do is help us get off this island. Dwight! Yes, pardon me, follow us. Hey, narrator? Yes, is there something I can help you with? Those two, Claudette and Dwight, did they just start to mention something about wanting to escape? Is escape an option? Should I be trying to escape? Escape them? Oh, no, I think you're mistaken. Seems like Dwight was asking to help to get off this island, though. Oh, right, that, yes. That's true, he was. But he just meant that he wants to get to the other vacation island getaway, a couple of miles south from here. It has a much fancier accommodations than this island. It's one of those big corporate outfits, quite exclusive, where all the famous celebrities hang out. Very luxurious. Luxurious? Doesn't quite have the charm that this island has, though. Trust me, you wouldn't want to go there. With all that money comes a lot of restrictions. This is where you belong now. Now, off you go. It's time for an activity. On this island, your decisions matter mostly. When I agree with them, not like that, fine. So what'll it be? Let's either bar this, go back to playing volleyball, or... I don't know. We just did volleyball. So maybe... I mean, I feel like if I disagree, I'll get my ass kicked, so let's do this. Trapper is very pleased with your choice. Not just because he owns this boat either. Clearly you understand the importance of appreciating the finer things in life. Unfortunately, though, this means these uncouth heathens are now on my beautiful boat. I'll make sure to help wash it as soon as they leave. Not exactly a genial host, but what he said isn't even the worst thing about his comments. It's that he made them in front of everyone else. Loudly. They're used to it at this point, though, so it's time to get off to the good stuff eating. As the guest of honor, you can choose the appetizer. Here's the menu. What do you want served? Something in, is that French? I'll take, but I don't know how to say it, but whatever this is, I think it's French. You point at the most foreign-sounding item on the menu. I don't know what this is, but I'm here, so why not try something new? In fact, we'll take two. Honestly, I have no idea what just ordered. I'm just trying to buy them new dishes. I get it! I don't exactly like it, but I do dig it. Do the unexpected thing, don't play that game. Or you dig it, do you? Well, I hope you really vibe with no substitutions, which is what Bob just pointed at. At least you knew it was in French. Don't worry though, I prepared for this possibility. Dwayne! Claudius! Bring out the pigs and blankets for these simpletons. Okay, I like those. He definitely knows their real names are Dwight and Claudette. The survivors arrive with the trays of food, as everyone else stands around to make conversation. Enjoy! Please, for our sake. They catch Trapper glaring at them for daring to speak directly to you, but Dwight pushes them anyway. Can we get you anything else? Thank you! It's fantastic. Wow, no one's ever thanked us for anything, thank you. I'll thank you kindly for never speaking out loud to my guests without being spoken to first. Now scrap! Oh, the health is gone. The killers? Yeah, the killers is a bit harsh. They haven't killed anyone today. However, should we call them pseudos or something? I don't know, lacks a bit punch. I'm sticking with killers. The killers have begun to hover around you. They each seem to be waiting for a moment alone with you. Except Wraith. He seems to be studying the corner of the room, definitely avoiding any engagement with you at all costs. Who will you allow to steal you away for a quick second? I want Big Buff Woman. You look directly at Huntress and smile. In a blink, she's practically on top of you. Oh, okay. I feel a little out of place here. Out in the open, surrounded by water and by people. I hate it here. Someone could sneak up on me. That's how my mother died. Oh. She never saw that elk coming. I can't believe she already brought up the elk dead mother thing. My advice, don't bother explaining her a yacht in the ocean is the best way to avoid elk attacks. So is it like reverse Bambi? I'm so sorry, dude. Also, I probably wouldn't mention that sort of thing. Only happens in action films. Hopefully you can always... Fuck. Hopefully, you and I can spend some time in a spot more conducive to really get to know one another. Everyone put down your appetizers on board on my yacht. It's uncomfortable. Decline. Yes, sir? Prepare a libation. Something that will impress our new guests. By the looks of them, shouldn't take much. Carla, make sure that we got both boozy and non-alcoholic versions available. Nobody has to drink if they don't want to. I'm a killer, not an asshole. Declan, Carla, I thought their names were Dwight and Claudette. Dwight and Claudette. Hey, Daryl and Christina. You know those two? Maybe they work on the other end. You, Bob. Ready your mouth. Oh, I'm so... no. Please stop talking. Please stop talking. Wow, this guy really knows how to sell a drink. While indubitably crass, he does have a point. A minigame is incoming and the success or failure of the quest may really depend on the readiness of your mouth hole. Minigame consists of two parts. I can't fucking speak today. On top, a pointer which rotates in a counterclockwise direction. At the bottom, a target you're going to be pointing at. Something in the target is immediately visible, sometimes it's hidden until the pointer arrives. Press the spacebar to stop the pointer while over the target to win. Fail to land on the target and you will lose. To achieve perfect success, land on the start of the target area, not the end. Ready to play? I'm ready. Away we go. The party never stops. Cha-cha-cha. Perfect. Perfect. Damn. Not bad. Damn! Not bad. Oh, not bad. The whole amnesiac thing is already a lot to take in without also pouring a bunch of drinks on top of it, so it's not unexpected that you didn't perform perfectly. Lucky for you, my desire for perfection is only unmatched by my enjoyment in watching losers fail publicly. But don't expect a lot to get you through this forever. I'm the MC. I'm the final girl! Overwhelmed by the afternoon's activity, you feel yourself spinning out of control. Was it the drinks, the pressure to perform, the rocking of the ship? Smartly, you pound a pitcher of water before everyone else goes dark around you. And it turns out a quick nap was just what you needed. When you come to, Dwight and Claudette are somehow already back on the shore, waving at the boat. I'm pretty sure it means it's time to head back and leave the yacht behind. What a shame too. Trapper planned to serve live monkey brains as an entree. Seems like the next activity is mealtime. How quaint. You're expecting what? Capture the flag? Do you know how complicated it is to run a game like that? Much more so than sitting and talking. You arrive at the cookout area to find an assortment of picnic tables scattered around. What were you expecting? Some kind of grand hall with a huge banquet table? This isn't some prestigious fantasy epic like you find on cable. Dwight and Claudette usher you to your seat, but there's very limited seating directly around you. And oh great, terrific, it seems like everyone wants to sit next to you. Even better is that they don't want to sit next to certain other people either. To start, no one wants to sit next to Trapper. Meanwhile, he refuses to sit next to Wraith or Trickster. Who are you? Oh yeah, Trickster is here. Surprised? Yeah, well, they don't call him expected, so I'm sorry. Even I get nervous around crowds of killers and my whole shtick is getting a little busted. Hey there! You're looking good, Bob, real good. And we literally can't let Huntress and Trapper sit together. No, seriously, their arms are too big. They can't fit at the table if they sit side by side. Look at this, we can't even fit them on the screen at the same time. You probably think it was an error, but no, it was completely intentional. Let the be too. Lesson to you, every area you think is C is a choice. Got that? Okay, Dwight and Claudette are directing traffic. You sit on one side and the rest of them sit opposite to you. Huntress and Trapper can sit at the ends with their enormous sexy arms. Now that everyone is seated, we can begin dinner! Tonight's meal was prepared slowly and carefully with both love and hate for 12 hours over a spit. We hope you enjoy. We hope you do. Hey, you didn't actually tell us what you're serving. What are we eating? It's meat! Seasoned with a specific number of special herbs and spices that we simply can't divulge. My favorite. Meat is good. Meat is murder. Which you'd know, considering what you've been up to. Who are you to get judgy now? I'm just sharing facts. And you need to murder something to eat if it's meat. So that's technically true? Technically true is the best kind of true. Okay, enough yapping, let's eat! Hey, Bob, you think what I'm thinking? It's gonna be a person on that spit, right? Or several parts of overlapping people, perhaps. I haven't seen many pigs wearing palm trees buttoned down prints enough. When you look closely at the spit, you spot what definitely appears to be scraps of fabric sandwiched between some meat layers. I think I might be sick. Is there anything else to eat? This took 12 hours, and we literally do everything else on the island. Actually, there's one thing you're not doing today. You're not carving up this delectable meat. Wow, he's right for a change. Because I am with my broad axe. It's the perfect tool for easily chopping anything in twain. First, who says twain? Sometimes I swear it's like we're all from completely different historical eras. Second, I'll handle this with my cleaver. Fast, powerful, and clean. At least it's clean when it's cooked, no blood. Ridiculous bicep swinging contest, just grow up! Obviously my gorgeous katana is the only option of... The hell is this? Oh, that's scary. I'll do both my katana and send you to actual hell if you like. Please, stop. I hate it when we fight. Or talk, or even when we look each other in the eye. I can do it. I have the skull of Azeroth. Azeroth. Great. Instead of slicing it up, you can club it as a second death. Bob, I know this isn't what you want to eat, but hurry up and volunteer to carve up Felix. I mean dinner. Otherwise, this will go on for hours. No hyperbole. They once argued over who had the most effective weapon for 72 straight hours. And it doesn't matter which one it is. When they're done, they will take even longer cleaning their weapon. All while explaining the value in maintaining your tools. Despite being a bunch of cold-blooded killers, for some reason they're always terrified of tetanus. Hey, Bob, why don't you just let... Oh, wait, I'm... Why don't you just let me carve up dinner? Splendid idea, we'd hate for it to get cold. We hated when it got cold. Here's a machete, freshly sharpened. Minigame consists of 2 parts, one on pointer. Is it just this again? Ready to play? Repeat the instructions. Okay, I got it. Got it? Got it? Got it? Got it? Oh god. That was pretty good. I'd like to see what you could do with a less clumsy weapon. Yeah, I said it. Machetes are dumb. Dinner is finally served. For real. The sounds, especially coming from the masked killers while they eat, which involves lifting their mask and shoving food up behind them, are nasty. Spirit, meanwhile, doesn't even eat. She is the only one who seems to really be embracing the dead. They're all dead, right? This is obviously hell, I mean... Come on, we're still trying to be mysterious here. You think mystery comes easy? Claudette and Dwight aren't the only ones who've been working their asses off to make this night perfect. But at least they're lifting their masks! This is only 99% as disgusting as it could be if they just tried to match stuff through there. Spirit, why aren't you hungry? The 2 best things about being dead and is not having to eat. That's only one thing. Think about it, Bob. Number 2 is no number 2. One less thing to think about is that. The afterlife. Even if I wanted to, I have no idea what it would actually follow. You might have noticed, but I'm mostly a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in a spectral globe. Do you see how deep this cut is on my abdomen? I don't think my digestive tract connects anymore. Between the food and the behavior of the group, this might be the worst meal in history. But even worse is they're staring at you. You're not eating, they don't like that. I think they want an explanation why. What do you want to tell them? I'm sorry. It's not the food or the company, I'm just super self-conscious how I look when I eat. I was just pretending to be grossed out by the dinner so I'd have an excuse not to chew in front of everyone. I'm sorry that made things awkward, I'm actually extremely hungry. Yeah, watching people eat is gross, but try to relax and not worry what everyone thinks. It's so important that always remember people are watching you, judging you, definitely not ignoring you, right? Because I don't know, something. Typically, a group that includes one if not more cannibals staring at you with meat juice dripping from their chins would be quite scary. However, right now you're barely able to keep your head up, let alone get scared and run away. I'm a narrator, not a physician, so please don't take this as medical advice. I'm pretty sure you need to eat to stay alive. Oh hey, it's me again. The only thing I could imagine the ocean as is like the snap cube devil. Your friend, mentor, and guide. Narrator to the narrator. The ocean. Not sure how I feel about that characterization, but I'll allow it. I brought you here. And I might be the only one who can help you now. There's only one thing you must do to survive. You have to figure out why you're really here. No one can tell you, not unless you follow the right path. Or at least a right path. There's too many of those to count. Hopefully you pick at least one of them. Because there are even worse wrong paths. Many of them lead to your demise. Others lead to something even worse. Starting scene's over or having to fast forward back to where you are. Am I right? But this place holds many secrets in from itself. But the one that truly matters can only be learned if you answer the most important question. Why are you here? Answer that. You learn the truth. The ultimate truth. Vague. Mysterious. I gotta go about the Sea Ocean character. That's some quality early game storytelling. You wake up to find Trapper holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cool water into your mouth. You had me worried there, passing out like that. I thought maybe you died. That would have been terrible. Nobody dies on the island without me killing them. You hear that? Nobody! Thanks. I guess... Don't mention it. I mean, don't mention it. Someone might think I care for you. And that can't happen. I've got a reputation to uphold. I'm starting to understand, I think... When you went down, it looked like you hit your head on the edge of the table. If it were me, the table would have been like a cracked open. I'm sure it really hurt you though. So I figured a little ocean air might help wake you up, and I brought you down by the water. That's actually really thoughtful of you. What? The magnificently muscular, wealthy, artificially gifted Adonis can't be thoughtful? I don't answer because it's obvious. Adonis was a pussy killed by a boar. Get out of here with that garbage. I do find myself in an unusual position, though. Despite the overwhelming probability that I'll eventually find myself standing over your lifeless corpse, I don't want you dead just yet. So I'm here to talk to you, like a regular human person. And right now, I'm worried that I might be coming off a bit too forceful. I know my presence can be intimidating. But I don't want you to get the wrong impression of me, how I feel about you. So I'll just put it out there. I might possibly like you. I can't say that about everyone, or really anyone else on this island. There's something different about you. You aren't like the others, henceforth. I think it's time I shared something with you that I haven't shared anyone in a long time. It's a big part of who I am, and I think you're in for it. You watch as the Trapper reaches into his singlet and pulls out some sort of rolled up scroll paper, and he puts it firmly in his hand. One of my sketches. I don't know if you know this, but I love to draw. Aww. Aww. That's just so sweet. The arts have always been a passion of mine. Would you like to see it? Yeah, I want to see it. I love to. I'm so excited. Trapper does not unroll the paper and show it to you. He simply stares at you as watches your but smiles softly and fade. The longer he stares at you, the closer he seems to get. What an interesting response. Thanks, I hope. Trapper looks at you, a piercing look even through his mask. He smirks, but it's not clear why, and he turns and leaves. Just as things are really heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you. You quickly spin around, ready to fend off whatever new danger has popped up on this strange island. Only find that it's Dwight and Claudette spinning across the beach, clipboards in hand, which they're waving in the air above their heads. It's very important that we stick to the itinerary and attend each event as scheduled. Playing sick, cute flip points was not part of the evening's activity. It's strictly soft-plotted in for after campfire stories, and this rate will be late. Playing no, I was... No time for excuses. Well, there is, but that's scheduled for after what comes after the floating. Go! Once everyone has gathered at the fire pit, Dwight and Claudette quickly make an announcement. We're not going to blame anyone in particular, but someone, and we're not going to say who, so don't worry, hasn't been sticking to the schedule. That means that we're bending on time, but behind on time for evening activities. And we'll only have time for one person to share their special spooky nighttime story. Just one person? But storytime is my favorite activity. This is a narrative heavy experience. I can't read. You're telling us that the only person gets to share? How will we decide who? Oh, great, we have to decide as well as well. Whoever did this, step up now. I swear we'll be angry and you merely chop your head off. No fuss, no fuss. Voice trembling, you realize that it's probably it for you. You embrace your fate. Sorry, everyone, I think they're talking about me, to be honest. I still don't understand how this whole schedule thing works. I guess I lost track of time while I was passed out. Been there before. Even though it's taking some pressure off of me, which is an absolute dream come true. Is it really fair to pick on a movie? Seriously, has anything here ever happened on schedule, even once? Damn it, Donald! You're trying to flex that authority gimmick one more time. So help me, I'll snap your head off so quick and then drown you in his blood, Cynthia. Awesome, back on. You two know I love to hack, slash, and slice. You all love to kill. It's almost all you talk about. Nobody named any names. Who even knows any names? Not us. I renounce my name. Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? Who even knows anymore? Call me nobody. But we still gotta get started on story time, so... Bob, who do you think should go? God damn it, that's a name! I'd say you. I don't think I know you much. I don't know much about Ray. Because I think... Was it... It was Huntress who had the Dead Elk story. Wraith and Spirit, I don't really know much about. And... Trapper loves to draw. And is rich. So I feel like Wraith is the one I know the least. Whoa, this entire experience is being carefully crafted to avoid an IP infringement also. Let's be careful with the catchphrases, you know? I'm not really one for scary stories, life is scary enough as it is. You literally carry around a skull and a spy as your little prop. As the other killers laugh, Wraith holds up his skull and gazes into its hollow dark eye sockets. If you're looking for something Shakespearean in the story, look elsewhere. This is a tale full of madness, of staring at the soul of death and never returning. Once upon a time, a young man worked at a junkyard. This man was quiet, kept to himself, just wanted to avoid trouble. While the boss dealt with his clients, the young man operated the crusher, turning old cars into cubes of twisted metal. One day, right before crushing a car, he noticed something. Blood. Drip, drip, dripping from the trunk. He opened it and found a frightened stranger bound and gagged. The young man reeled. Was he actually about to accidentally murder the stranger? How could he have done this? How could this have happened? He freed the stranger, who ran off, into the waiting arms of the boss, the owner of the junkyard. Before his shaken employee could tell him about the mistake they had nearly made, the boss took out a knife and swiftly slit the stranger's throat. The young man fell to his knees, unable to comprehend what was happening. As he stared at the ground, too shocked to cry, the boss approached him. What did you do? I did your job for you. What do you mean? That's not my job. My job is to crash the cars. The boss let out a miserable scoff, his face contorting in evil disdain for the pathetical wretched in front of him. Why do you think we're crashing cars? To save space? Who do you think my clients are? I don't know. Yes, you grinned the boss. Deep down, you've always known what was happening here. You just didn't want to admit it to yourself. Your hands aren't clean. My clients give me money and I take care of their problems, eliminate their witnesses, tie up their loose ends. Or actually, you do. No. The young man whimpered as the boss towered above him. Yes. You're nothing more than an executioner, and you've reaped hundreds of souls. The young man's body shook with soft spasms as he tried to stop crying. It was when the boss started laughing that it happened. Something in the young man changed. He stood up, now taller than the boss. A faint glimmer of fear overtook the snarl on the older man's face. The young man's face was empty. Empty as he grabbed the boss's throat, dragged him to the car in the crusher. Empty as he picked up the boss and stuffed him inside. Empty as he slammed the trunk down on him, his stupid fat head sticking out, begging for mercy. Empty as he started the machine, staring at the boss and its sniveling, crying wet face. Empty as he grabbed the boss's head, dug his fingers in farther, piercing the skin. Empty as he squeezed and pulled, empty as he heard the bones popping and snapping. But when the boss's head, still attached to his spine, pulled cleanly out of its disgusting sack of a body, he smiled. Ray stares back into the eye sockets of his skull. It doesn't matter how good you are, how innocent, how kind, how full of love you once were. When you look into the eyes of evil, you will surely go mad. An awkward silence falls upon the room until... Bravo! Bravo! That is brilliant, honestly. I'm glad you didn't give us any Shakespeare, because that story made Shakespeare look like a slack-mouthed, brooding idiot. and just to overcome. They sit down, the other kills look at each other, unsure if you're joking. Thanks? Wraith, on the other hand, is absolutely sure you're joking. You may have gone a little overboard. On that note, everyone decides it's time to take a break and split up for them a little bit so they can have a moment alone before bed. Everyone leaves, and you're alone by the fire. The only thing you hear is the ocean still lapping against the shore. This is nice. It's a moment of peace and tranquility that lasts for all 7 seconds because of Trickster show up, and he's blaring his latest song. Hey baby! You look lonely, mind if I join you? He doesn't wait for an answer. You know, you've been hearing from these guppies all day, but I want you to hear something from a big fish like me, something special those in charge of this island don't want you to hear. I am the ultimate catch on this island. Oh, shut up, please. No one can give you what I can. You just have to find me. Come find me, baby. Trickster leaves. You're a bit confused about what to make of his cryptic queries, but you aren't going to get any time to yourself if you just think about him just yet. Wraith approaches you. Hey, I'm probably not making a great impression, because I guess that's probably my thing. I just know that if you got to know me, I mean, look, the others aren't around. And I really hate the fire bit. I just kind of hate fire in general. Maybe we could go back to the pool. And like, I don't know. Whatever, you know? A dip in the pool with the right. You've come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you should follow him. An offer like that. Just don't forget our talk. I'm not saying you should follow him. You and your storyteller friends slip into the water. It's just the right temperature for an evening dip. Plus, if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump from the ocean into the pool, also you're pretty sure you killed him. Hey, do you remember my story? The one you just told like a minute ago? Yeah. Yes. I mean, like, what do you think about the young man? Weird. He's not weird. I don't think he's weird. But he's bad and I'm deeply upset with him. He didn't have all the knowledge he needed to begin with. What's important is that you do with the knowledge once you have it. And yet, he's not better than the ones he killed. Oh, I see. Well, that makes sense, the young man. Reminds you of anyone? Yes and no. I think that's what makes it such a great story. It's unique and surprising, but a little bit more unfamiliar. I think we all know someone like that young man. I think we have a little of him inside of us. Wraith giggles, not in a gross way, like you're thinking, but a very silly one. I assume he's imagining a tiny little version of himself dancing around his own belly, because that's just who he is. You notice the temperature has dropped significantly. Is it cold in this water now, or is it just me? I feel like my clothes are turning into ice cubes. Wraith seizes up and squints his eyes shut. He's like hopping around a cube top now since I'm the story. The story you told us 2 minutes ago. The one that wasn't about me. Usually we'd be nervous that we're about to make things awkward when we barge in. But obviously we can hold account for whatever was happening here tonight. Either way, it's time for bed. For you, but not us after you go to sleep, that's when we party. After spending all day cooped up in those tight little safari-themed resort uniforms, you just know those two raid late into the night. You know, I hit a party with them, you got your own breakfast late, so you tend to. Head over to the campfire, the food is comforting this cherry night. Looking into the crackling embers, you think about Ray's story and the young man who was found out he was part of a sinister plot. What don't you know about your current situation? Is it something that will terrify you, something that will make you snap? What if you look into the eyes of evil, and what if you like it? Before you dwell on it too much, on your fate, Claudette and Dwight arrive. Then a familiar, creepy smile stretching from ear to ear. It's a bit menacing to see a smile like firelight. We must apologize for the accommodations. We weren't prepared for another guest, but we're going to make you comfortable, or die trying. They hand over a pillow and blanket and welcome you to snuggle by the fire. Perhaps some music will put you at ease? Just try to keep the volume to a minimum. I would guess all the types you will want to grow so wrong with that beautiful sleep. Okay, here we go. That's the point of minigame again. This here upcoming minigame is a special minigame, perfect for the less coordinated, because there's no winning or losing. Whenever the point is stopped, that's the result. I suppose if it doesn't stop where you want it, it's a bit like losing. Okay, ready to play it?
talk about our community. For us, it means two major things. First of all, the community is you out there. It's you and everybody else either playing the game or talking about the game or creating content relating to the game or being inspired by the game to write.
92. Nothing's on 92. 90. Man-made horrors beyond my comprehension. Even more man-made horrors beyond my comprehension. Probably chase music. Heavy metal. Okay, I think I'm done. No matter how many things you can listen to, you still can't sleep. You decide to ask one of the killers to spend a little more time with you until you sleep here. Who would like to be summoned by your side? I don't know much about Ghost Girl, I think. Spirit, are you around? I was wondering if I could get a little company. Spirit tells you her secret for falling asleep when she's feeling restless. She's so pretty. Like, I love her robe. Like she's so pretty. Anyway. I like to listen to flute music. Dab on some essential oils and steam my pores. Really? What? Even the dead like to relax. I don't really have any of those things around. Spirit reaches out and presents you with a unique item. It's a small comb, carved with bamboo. I guess you could hold on to this. It was a gift from my mother. I will want it back though, and if you lose it, well, you'll get revenge on me. If it's the last thing I do. You'll finally start to feel sleepy. Except, maybe this isn't really a sleepy feeling. Maybe you'll paralyze. Try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. Darkness overtakes you. A dark voice familiar speaks to you again. It shouldn't be still as spooky. But I know you've had a whole day of strange voices in your head, but this one is still undeniably odd. A good time in your private yacht today, huh? That comforting, rocking sensation, that was all me. Oh yeah, you're welcome. You awake suddenly to see someone looming over you. Huntress is rifling through your pockets. Oh, you're awake. I wasn't stealing from you, merely trying to get to know you better by seeing what sort of trinkets you keep close. I saw you with Spirit right before bedtime. Look, I'm not saying I don't trust them, but... Well, yes, I'm saying that. I don't trust anyone I don't already have tied up. So I was just making sure they didn't do anything fishy. And I was making sure you're not a soldier. Soldiers killed my father, you know. So Elle killed your mother, soldiers killed your father. While I've got you, you should really consider spending more time with me. I'm not scary. You're not? Not at all, I'm just a lost girl on the island. I've been watching you since you got here. Not in a creepy way. Huntress pauses for a long moment. Alright, in a charmingly creepy way. I've noticed how fun-loving you seem. If you spend some time with me tomorrow, maybe I'll take you to a special place I've found. It's all mine. None of the other killers have been able to find me there. It's quite an isolated. Maybe I'll even show you how to make a beef stroganoff. I love her little, like, happy mouth. That's so cute. So silly. I do want to spend more time with Huntress. Like, I feel like going into this game, I was only expecting to spend time with, like, the women more. Like, I know with the Date Everything streams, I wasn't too fussed about gender at all. As a straight man, like, I just assumed I wasn't going to be attracted to them. But I've surprisingly been well-rounded to a lot of them. Because I talked to Huntress on the boat. I talked to, Spirit tonight. I listened to Wraith's backstory. And I talked to Trapper earlier. So, you know, I do want to spend more time with Huntress, though. I think she's the one that I... Like, she's cute. Spirit's pretty. And I don't really know what to make of the other two. I'm not, like... I don't know. None of the other killers have been able to find me there. Oh, wait, yeah. I've seen this. That all sounds very enticing. I'll let you get back. It's been a long day. Shh. Huntress places a gigantic hand on your forehead, and your eyes flutter closed. Finally, alone. For real this time, maybe. You drift off to sleep. Again, hopefully you're not poisoned. She might have poisoned me. Wait a second. Where are we? This isn't... Oh, jeez, it's one of those reality show confessional rooms where all the contestants talk directly to the camera. I think today went really well. These were some of my first interactions with someone who isn't a parent that didn't end in bloodshed or untimely perishing in my Russian cottage. So I'm counting today as a win no matter what happens. What do I think of the newcomer? Do I have to say? Oh, I do. Attractive, mysterious. I really don't know that many other words since I was raised by my mum in the woods until she was skewered by an elk and I had to wash her entrails off my caravan. That being said, the other three should make sure to be on their guard. I don't know who this newcomer will want to spend time with tomorrow, but I for one will not let my guard down easily. Who knows about the others? Race, I think, knows more than he's letting on about this place, but he's a hard nut to crack. Meanwhile, Spirit is screaming all the time, major buzzkill and... Trapper, where do I even begin with Trappies? Oh, sure, but daddy issues much? Jeez. Look, I don't need anyone. I've been perfectly fine on my own since my mother died. Ate a fine diet of raw deer, bear, and human. I'm as fit as a fiddle. That being said, something about this newcomer makes me think I might be missing out on some huge part of this thing called life. If I'm being honest, I just want to kill just about every person I meet within a minute of meeting them. Even the few people I can tolerate, I want to see suffer for a long time if I kill them. This person, for some reason, I would like to continue living. For now, one false second. Well, you know, everyone calls me John. So if I wasn't slurring with listening as Evan, I'm going to kill the Karama guy. Yeah, today was fun. I don't want to get ahead of myself or invest in something that might hurt me, so I don't know. Maybe we'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll realize I'm not. They seem pretty smart, so that's probably what'll happen. I gotta learn to go easier on myself. Who could love me even if I can't love myself? I know that everyone thinks of me as beautiful, cold-blooded monster. I can't help it. Circulation just isn't my thing. I don't choose to be cold. This cute hat and robe. Okay, those sure are choice. If someone to come around and capture my heart, at least that beats getting stabbed in it. Besides, if I'm gonna get bloody revenge on a society that has used me and thrown me away, maybe it wouldn't help. Will it help? I don't know. I don't know. You open your eyes, the sun is shining, there's not a cloud in the sky, and you feel great, totally well rested. You're not even suspicious of the fact that you fell asleep by the campfire but woke up several yards down the beach. Are you on vacation? Was yesterday nothing more than a strange dream? No, not a dream. You really are here for another day. Why, I have no idea. You're obviously a weirdo. Speaking of weirdos, I see the rest of the gang is hanging out at the beach. It's definitely not a dream. I wouldn't rule out a nightmare just yet, though. At least they make for a sexy bunch now. Talk about sexy. Fuck off. Morning, beautiful. I thought I'd make you a nice cup of joe to start this terrible day off. Yeah, I think that's going to kill me. Tricks seems suspiciously cheerful. I'm sure there's nothing left there that's been most joyful to me. Everyone I want to wish you luck. Today is an important one. My only regret is that I won't be a bigger part of it. Interesting issues. Also, I'm just swamped with engagement, especially on the other way. Trickster winks at you. I want to ask how we to reach the other island. Now is the time. Never mind, he left. Please support me a couple. No, wait, don't drink that! What the hell was that? Don't call him Trickster because he's good on a skateboard. He definitely didn't get that name because he brings people drinks just so they can have a good morning. That was almost certainly not coffee, and I don't want anyone casually poisoning, imprisoning, or torturing you. Yet. This is supposed to be a tropical paradise. The type of place that gives you give a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, turns up review to. Or an independent prison of pain. Isn't that what Dead by Daylight is? Hey, I survived! I'm not Dead by Daylight, it's daylight, I win! But please make sure to leave a review, it really helps with the algorithms. And trust me, I'm looking at views, don't confuse me, man. Hey, wait a second. How did the possibly omniscient, possibly unreliable narrator physically just knock the coffee out of your hand? There's no parliament and the floor does not recognize the ocean to speak out of turn at this moment. I no need for recognition, for I am the ocean. I dominate the land. I submerge those who defy me, and I become their watery grave. Actually, speaking of graves, I would like to say something of grave importance. Go ahead. Even if this place is an internal prison of pain, I'm not saying it is. Even in its place of extreme horror, I can still receive a 5 out of 5 thumbs up review if it was crafted with love and thought. That's that bug. You know, the ocean is right, whatever it said. A lot of hard work goes into a place like this. To really judge it based on the artist's intent whenever possible, start from the mindset of giving them the benefit of the doubt. Constructing these elaborate simulations I mean vacations is not easy to do. Sometimes there are small bugs or inconsistencies, but that's just the nature of the process. This feels incredibly targeted. We ought to celebrate those who venture to bare their souls as part of a creative process with ultimate intent to make things of their own enjoyment, not be overly critical of them. Are you two trying to sell me on this place actually being good? You don't have to say it like that, especially after I saved you from that fully made cup of coffee. Sorry, we should have been here 5 minutes ago. We always do this on the second morning. Sad, really. Even if they do make some great points. Oh, I'm sure they're not great points, I agree. Can we please move on? Yeah, of course, apologies, Bob. The last few minutes aside, have you been enjoying your time here on the island? It's been entertaining. Yes, I'm not suspicious that there's no option. What an encouraging response. I'm so glad you're not suspicious. Hey, Claudette, maybe Bob isn't suspicious just because they have actually figured out what they're actually doing here. Zero chance, they're still clicking, even right now, to see how you respond. Hey, look at that. Yeah, they don't know anything. It doesn't matter though, Bob. We're so happy you're here, you're having fun. I didn't say I was having fun. We're all having fun, Bob. You hear this? We're all having fun! We do need to ask you one more question, though. We all had to sign away our rights to say anything negative about this place. Do you see it? Please sign this non-expiring agreement. No? I will not say anything negative about this island. Wait, what? Delightful. Excellent. Yes. Hey Bob, it's totally cool if you have constructive feedback to the place. I leave that I don't leave that much Steam reviews anymore. And if I do, it's for a joke. Anyway, I see Dwight and Claudia have gone into a trance with the grumbling I hear from your belly. That can only mean one thing. Breakfast. Perfect timing. Everyone rolls into the dining area to load up on those sexy little bellies with pancakes and bacon and so much to maintain these beach buds. We're all half naked in a tropical paradise. Can we get some strawberries here, yogurt, magic powers when we get too far? Even killers watch their sodium intake. Isn't Spirit dead? You take your plate and sit down, thinking about yesterday of the well-rounded feelings you've experienced. Danger, dread, disorientation. It was like going through puberty again, except all in one day on a mysterious, beautiful island. Looks like you're not the only one doing some introspection though. Trevor stands up to talk about how his day went in case anyone was wondering. Personally, I wasn't. To be honest, I didn't expect you to survive yesterday, so congrats, I guess. Whether you survive today is 50-50 at best. Good luck. I'm sorry? That was bizarre, actually, but no, now I'm just sensitive to talk about feeling. At this point, anything can happen. I'm open to all possibilities that this strange island has in store. How open-minded! Oh, well that surely must be it. No one else would weirdly stand up to breakfast and just like that in spirit. Did everyone sleep well? I did, or should I say I did not, I haven't slept in 20 years on account of the whole burning quest of familial revenge thing. And last night was no different, so in that case it wasn't exactly how it should be. But a lot of reading done though. If you don't mind, I'm going to go back to quietly resenting being happy with all of you for looking cute to himself. Guessing Rafe hasn't had enough time to work up the courage to speak for the group. Take us home, Rafe. Oh hey, that was fun yesterday, yeah. I mean, not like too much fun, that would be weird. Good amount of fun. And now they're all looking at you expectantly, waiting. Wait, you supposed to stand up and explain how yesterday made you feel? I think I need to process everything by myself. I'll see you all soon. Damn, what a power play. Keep on wanting more. You're getting good at this game, sexy, true to life experience. You didn't get to eat any breakfast, but so be it. I want actually. I was gonna say I want breakfast, but considering this island is probably full of dead bodies, probably not. After breakfast, you head to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. Before you get there, though, something catches your attention. You hear that? You addressing me? Oh, yeah, I guess that is okay, right? You know, I might be pursuing a relationship with one of these full-flying killers, but I feel like the person I'm getting to know the most is you, narrator. It's only okay in so much as it serves to illustrate that you've lost your mind, seeing how I'm not real and all. Yeah, I heard it this time. I think it's gonna be that bullshit. No, stick it in there a little more. Oh no. Oh no. What's that feel? Intense. Nice. That feels right. This is uncomfortable. No, I want you to take that shit rough. No. Despite I had no idea you'd leave into it rough. Whatever it is they're doing, I'm afraid to look. Please say something so close by. Oh wow, look at this super cool bottle of Trickster brand suntan lotion someone left on the chair. Anyone know where I can buy some? Damn it! Oh come on man, a little closer please. White and is panting and Claudette has a crazy look in her eyes. Sorry, I didn't know how else to let you know I was here. I thought I could pull you up. No what? What do you think we were doing? You were doing... I don't know exactly what were you doing, but it sounded like a fun. Two people are trying to find new ways to kill each other and just switch to kill each other. Oh. Whoops. We get 5 minutes to ourselves every day and we spend it hoping if we stab each other at just the right spot, we won't get resurrected. Okay, so you guys are immortal then. Good to know. I've come to believe that the key is finding the exact place we need to bleed out from, and I believe that place is our appendix. Why else would it be there? Makes sense to me. Did you actually think me and him... You don't have to laugh out that hard to get it. I like this nightmare, yet it somehow is never being extended right now. Let's go, lover boy! I noted all our entry wins and our 5 minutes is up. Good luck anyway, Bob. You're going to need it. And hey, if you figure out how to escape the silence, please make us sure just take this out. Well, that was both just a tragedy and a comedy. A tragedy. Shut up, I like it. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, you're heading to the pot top by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was in trouble a lot, so far today has been exhausting too. Be dedicated to achieve a true centered sense of calm. No trauma, no water. Soak it up the sudden heated one. Today you're on a date with you. Ooh, I like that. I want to be on a date with you. Shadow, it's me. Who would make the first move? And aside from that disturbing thought, all is going to plan until Shadow blocks your precious sun. Spiky tip, like a palm tree bending over to screw you over, but it's okay at all. Hey babe. Breakfast was weird, huh? Everyone just getting up and nuts. Are you spying on me this whole time? Like, I'm genuinely wondering. What was that about? Some kind of forced kind of checking with the group? I don't like it, because she's kind of lazy. Whatever though, breakfast is done. No one should eat before noon or after 4 p.m. Yeah, I do intermittent fasting. You see my abs, by the way? Maybe you can see them later on my third stage in your island. You know, VIP island, where all the Hollywood slabs hang out. I don't want to go to the island. I want to leave. To give you quite the show, get you around. His abs are pretty amazing, you're not doing that. And the dog bat, I think it's quite adorable. That's quite interesting something like. He's a psychopath, just like the rest of them. You don't gotta give him anything, and we're not best friends just because we had a little talk about doing a little talking. It's not an open invitation to go smashing full point in 5 seconds. Okay, now that that guy's gone, and we've got some ground rules established, and we're definitely going to abide by that, it's time to lay back, take some deep, slow breaths, and... Oh, another shadow. These people will not leave you alone. Let's see what it is this time. Oh, spirit. That hurts. You two got pretty cozy. We should get out of here. I know a place that brings a bit of welcome darkness to this tropical nightmare. Best of all, I'm the only one who seems to know about it, so we won't be bothered by that. I don't know why I'm telling you, really. It's my private spot, but I guess I've got a feeling that you'll appreciate it in the way that I do. Not like these other killers. They don't get me. Oh, I'll get them. Oh, I'll get them all. And I'll get them too. And I'll punish him for what he did to my father. I'll get my father too, and I'll punish him for what he did to my mother and me. Spirit radiates a menacing aura, waving her sorrow and in hot air as she threatens, well, the entire universe. It's scary and more than a little hard to get turned on by menacing. The look at all this time on Murderer's Island has both got us a little confused about things I'm choosing Lena to. I suggest you do the same. You've seen her get mad, which is probably enough to scare her into compliance, but you've also seen that there's more sensitive side hiding within her. What do you think will win? You consider her offer, but before you can decide you want to go after Spirit, right from the get. Honestly, Spirit's great. She's the only one here that doesn't totally dump my nerves. I guess you've got good taste, but I don't know. We could hang out and show you some cool stuff or forget exactly. Tough choice. You weigh your options quickly because you can only go on one date today, and you also don't want to be hacked to be thing. It's always good to remember that these are cold-blooded killers. But you know what they say: when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. And then die a horrible, wretching, writhing death after drinking it because the lemons were poisoned all along. Alright, the song was really that's fair, I guess. Who will it be? I want to go with the cute girl, Girly Pop. I want to go with Spirit. You've made the correct decision, but know this: just because you picked me doesn't mean I'm going to slobber all over you like a dog. Understand? Well, of course, but you've still got a lot to prove to me. I want to believe that our connection is real, but I've been hurt before, literally, with a katana. A katana that I now wield in spectral form. Do you feel me? Because you will feel me if you try any of that macho Trappist. Yeah, I feel you. Before you ask Claudia and Dwight to clarify, just let you know that yes, it is too late to change your answer now. That's fine, honestly. You and Spirit arrive at the coast, overlooking the Black Lighthouse. It's old and decrepit, but still impressive. There's something magnetic about it. You can see why Spirit would be drawn to such a place. You look Spirit up and down, and you notice she's wearing all black, just like the lighthouse. I'm noticing a bit of a theme. Is black your favorite color? Black isn't really a color at all. It's the absence of a color. It's a void. Like a black hole. A place that swallows light, a dark star. Damn, now that's dark. You've got the confidence that Spirit will vibe with this, but Spirit doesn't care for science fiction, not the type of spaceships and lasers anyhow. She's much more in type into the strange adventures that kick off right here on Earth, versus... Is that where we are, you wonder? The lapping waves on the shore of the coast set a romantic tone. The fog that surrounds Spirit everywhere she goes blends perfectly with the mist rolling up over the rocky shoreline. She's at one with this place, and so are you. The peace doesn't last too long, however, as the lighthouse lets out an eerie howl, like a monster dying, a spiraling black light stretches across the sky. Spirit has to yell at you just to be heard. Oh yeah, it does that. The light and sound recede, and I can't speak to it, I can't fucking read. Let me just get my bearings together. And that one's pretty. Okay, I got it. The light and sound recede, and the two of you sit in silence. Spirit lays down a towel and pats it on it gently. Clearly she wants your company, so you oblige. When you do, she takes out some sunscreen and hands it to you. You're not exactly sure what to do. Is this an invitation to get in a little hands-on action? What else could it be? Thanks. I forgot to bring my own when I lost my memory and fell into the ocean. No problem, I figured as much. Spirit turns away while you slather lotion all over your body. Do you need any help pushing those difficult blocks? You see a hand float around your back. Sure, why not? I'm really hoping those difficult spots aren't what she thinks they are. Anyway. Spirit hand on your back is ice cold, but she has a soft touch, and when she's done, she takes care of herself. You watch as Spirit applies sunscreen to herself in the most unique way by placing her right hand around her back and spreading it on it. The fact that your hands just flutter around you, kind of like that, the way you can just read things, it's almost like there's some kind of superpower. I'm glad you get a kick out of it, but floating severed limbs isn't exactly my type of superpower. You think you to wish for as a kid. I'd much rather be able to read minds. Maybe then I'd understand why some people like the way they do. I'm sure Sometimes humor is how you deal with uncomfortable situations when we with the root roll. I was just thinking about how you must have felt to end up like that. It's horrible. It was worse than death, at least death ends eventually. But I wouldn't want to forget it. It would really make me who I am right now. Truth is, I could pull all these bits of glass out that are stuck in my flesh right now if I wanted to, but I don't want to. Each shard is a reminder of what my father did to me. Oh, abusive father. Oh, domestic violence. I'm so sorry. Genuinely, I do genuinely apologize. What the world did to him. That's why I refuse to play the universe game. I hate the idea that I'll be just under pressure of what he did. The way that fear and anger filled him up, and came bursting out the way his misery flooded our home and drowned us all. It's hard not to think about revenge. The dragon inside me. It's doing what the world did to him. I have to fight it. Even though it gives me strength, I must maintain control. You're stronger than he ever was, I'm sure of it. I appreciate that, Mom. I suppose a little help isn't a bad thing in life. In love, this world is a lot to it though. Maybe I could use a little assistance reaching my delicate toes for a bit of lotion. You know, having a body can talk to you special pleasure really does help me out. It rubs lotion on my skin. Okay, it's a mini game. Got it? Not bad. Damn it. Okay. No! I missed completely. I did it! I put lotion in her toes! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That fuck. Well, I suppose that the lotion made it to where it was supposed to be going eventually. And you weren't too incredibly wasteful. I'm not a woman who believes in rushing through things just to get them done. If there is a next time, I'm sure you'll do even better. You look at the lighthouse, its ominous dark form hovering above this moment between spirit and yourself. Evil as it clearly is, in this case it does you a solid by blotting out another ominous moan and burst of black light that rescues you from this awkward silence. Epilepsy warning. From seemingly out of nowhere, an ancient-looking ship appears in the water. It glows itself a thing of death, the spirit of a ship that once sailed these seas centuries ago. A tattered black flag whips in the ocean air above the ship as it careens towards the shore, before crashing into the rocks. It must have been drawn by in the lighthouse. You hear the distant shouting of sailors. You hear the distant shouting of sailors as the old wooden ghost ship breaks and sinks into the water. Oh right, it does that sometimes too. Should we, do something? Nah, the sharks will take care of it. Within a minute, the ocean's quiet again, except for the waves. Note to self, hungry sharks. But these time-traveling pirates, or whoever they were, you're part sure you saw one of those stolen crosswind flags, aren't the only ones drawn here today. It's Wraith! He has emerged from the palm trees behind you. I didn't come here to break up your day or something. I came here for that. Wraith points to the lighthouse. It is indifferent to his attention. I've been seeing it in my dreams, shining its strange light on me. I can't avoid it. Through the woods and walls, nothing seems to stop it from reaching out to me. Duh. It's a haunted lighthouse. It does that to everyone at some point. You're no more special than me. Those dead pirates saw that mermaid I saw washed up on the shore that one time. Ew. Mermaids, by the way, aren't even close to as beautiful in person as they are in the movies. Sea witch than what princess we get. It's all part of a vast conspiracy and epic river of lies that runs beneath the island or something. Pretty sure I figured it out at the basics anyway. Yeah. You can get out. Spirit waves a katana, nearly trimming a couple buttons off Wraith's corporal top. He takes the hit and backs away slowly. Okay, be that way, you'll see. The land at last, the tension broken, deathly moments quiet. The Wraith vanished back to wherever he hangs out. You scoot close to Spirit, breathing in the damp, foggy air that seems to emanate from her. It's not quite clear how the whole fog thing works. But you don't even care, you're feeling this moment. Spirit seems to be feeling it too. She starts to adjust her robe and you get a peek of the bathing suit beneath it. For someone who seems to internally how little she cares what everyone else thinks, she does a lot of work into getting into that suit. She's got straps for days. However, you're so focused on what's happening with Spirit, you don't see the next interruption coming. And Claudette and Toy burst in on you and interrupt whatever you were doing. Doesn't seem like they were worried they'd bump into much. We're here to make a very dramatic announcement. Well, technically, we're here to invite you to join us back at the beach, where we'll be making a very dramatic announcement. It's hard being the producers and the hosts. Aren't survivors supposed to work in groups of 4? When you arrive at the beach, you realize you were set up. Despite promising an announcement, Dwight and Claudette simply stand quietly. This isn't at all what was promised. There's no announcement here. But there is, me! You've got mud in your ears, friend. I told you to get lost. Don't you see? Lost is what I am, and so are you. But I know the way out. I've got a map back in my secret lair. Literally and figuratively. Yeah, I know the difference. That's why you should ditch Spirit and spend the rest of the night with me instead. Got a secret lair? Damn it. Is that anything but secret lair? I've got a sap in my secret hair, the flap on my secret chest. Don't change the subject. Don't ask me this right? You're trying to make a mess of the first nice day I've had in a while. I don't know how long it's been, even clear what year it is, but it's a while. I'm not about to be ditched for likes of you. It's not me messing up things, like I keep trying to tell you it's this dang island. I'm to accept a difficult truth. What's happening here, I'm convinced that it's our fate, not anyone's decision. It's simply the way it will be. There's no use fighting it. What would you even know about fighting? All you know is hiding in your spooky little secret hair and crying like a baby while you're ringing your bell. So don't tell me what I can and can't fight back against. I was born a fighter, a dragon lives inside me. I can't not fight. Even when all I might want to do is hide. Don't you see this giant hat? It's a metaphor. I do have a fate. My fate is to win every fight that comes my way. Got it? Folks. Oh, you hide. I've seen you hide. You do your little phase walking routine. What do you call that? It's basically cloaking. We all know what cloaking is, a type of hiding. Folks, you're cloaked. I don't cloak. I'm not a cloaker. I phase walk in and out in the open. You just can't see me. You have no idea what they're talking about, but this just sounds like some video game community forum thread minutia. If there ever was such thing. Not that you know about that either. It sure doesn't seem like Dwight and Claudette are going to stop this, so it's on you. I think I was brought to make a choice, so I'm not going to do that now. And I choose... sorry bro, but I kind of choose her right now. When it comes down to it, neither of those two seem easy to love. I mean, damn, Spirit literally has broken glass shards stinging out of her, but she has a certain charm to her bloom. Spirit and I were actually having a nice time, and if it's my fate to end up on this island, well, to hell with fate, really. And don't take this the wrong way, Wraith, but the amount of awkwardness you pack into a single day, no wonder you're so skinny. I'm not saying passing myself has burned a lot of calories. No offense taken, but it's... yeah, okay, it's true, I can be a little awkward, I guess, sometimes. Right, so I'm going to stick with Spirit. I've got enough revenging to do without having to kill you and Wraith too. Spirit walks you around a corner to show you something that she discovered in this place and knew what meant to be connected with the journey, a cherry tree. It's just a small sapling, but it has begun to sprout flowers. It doesn't make sense to see a cherry tree here. In this place, it also doesn't make sense to see a ghost in black bathing suit. So, you just accept it. As Spirit steps up to the tree, a cold breeze pulls some petals off, and they come cascading through the air around you both. Do you know the meaning of cherry blossoms? They're beautiful, but also quite symbolic. Of course, like all good symbols, their meaning is pretty complicated. What do they mean to you? For many people, being among cherry blossoms is being at a celebration of life. People travel great distances just to be near their vibrant beauty. However, as beautiful as they might be, they aren't magical. They're simply flowers. They quickly die and fade away, and for this reason they are also a symbol of the fleeting nature of our life, of our fragile mortality. In a way, it's the Spectria of Spectria. That's a Pokemon. It's the Spectre of Looming Death, and that calls attention to this special Pokemon. Moments! Just move to the next dialogue. How does that duality make you feel? Unsure? Spirit's question isn't easy to answer. You want to impress her, but you also don't want to feel true to yourself. The entire range of human experiences stretch out before you, and you feel paralyzed by the different options available to you in this moment. And that's okay. It wasn't a simple question to answer. Who knows if Spirit herself even has an answer in mind. However, it occurs to you like fallen blossoms wilting at fields. This chance at connecting with the beautiful person in front of you might be fleeting. Is one of these answers the better choice? Do you remain unsure? Empowered. I'm going with empowered. Knowing that life and death seems like it's always given me peace. Accepting the fleeting nature of life, like the beauty of a flower in bloom, allows me to appreciate the moment without being too hung up on what comes next. As you explain, Spirit's face begins to look sad at you. You're not sure why. It's not the happiest topic I can think, but why shouldn't it matter? It then dawns on you. Spirit has been trapped in this ghastly state of death with no hope to cycle back. No rebirth. Her moment of blossoming life long gone. That scary time of death and decay that comes after the good part. That Spirit eternity. I feel like an idiot. I wasn't talking about you. I wasn't even thinking about it. I just... You answer from the heart. I won't let that bother me. Our priorities are the same. I have on my mission. Once, the cherry blossoms represent the souls of samurai warriors. Those with noble characters. Those who did not fear death. Those who were killed in great sacrifice to honor their emperor. Their lives were short, but their purpose gave them beauty. Those warriors saw death coming, but they never despaired. They stood and faced it. They held their swords and struck down their fear. Despite the sacred spirit that lives in me, in my normal bloodline, my life has ended, but my death continues to stretch on. The cycle's frozen. This cherry tree, it's not real. And though its petals fall, they soon replenish, as if it was exported by someone else. Water spirits choose your words very carefully. By something with no respect for the balance of life and death. We're sorry to interrupt. You know we don't believe you, right? Yep. This time we've got a really good reason. It has nothing to do with us being manipulated by Max and Closer. It's definitely not happening. Nobody accused you though, okay. Instead of telling you that it's time for dinner, silly. Get it while it's hot. I hope it's time to go or whatever. Thanks for spending time with me today. I enjoyed it. Me too. What a fun day you've been having. I can see it written all over your face. You're shining, and that's just not because the remaining anxious sweat of spending an afternoon courting a psycho killer. No, you really are feeling the whole romantic experience. Don't worry, I'll give you little dirty secrets. Dirty little secrets. Damn it! That came out horrible. I can't speak today. I cannot speak this stream. But enough of gentle ribbing. It's time to get back to business. All the appetizing singles have arrived for dinner, including Trickster. Wait to say too. We're not going to do the gag where we cram all of them on the screen at the same time again, so just believe me, they're all here. They're just as sexy as the ones you remember them. With your love on the line, everyone is being careful not to offend you by saying the wrong thing. Congrats, by the way, on getting this far. I'm surprised as you are that these four are falling for you. Not because of your personality, but because you literally just met them yesterday. Since Crapper seems like the biggest long shot to end up holding onto your heart, he throws caution to the wind and speaks up. It's a pretty small consolation prize for being the least loved killer on Meadows Island. But, hey, letting them have this one moment of spotlight is the least we can do. That's supposed to be intentional, right? I don't understand why. Heavens no, they won't do any better than that. If I'm dining solo, I'm eating what I want, and you're all eating it too. Lamb shark, rare, salt, pepper, no sauces, and serve it with one single piece of broccoli so we can complain. I like broccoli. It gives me horrible gas. Oh, I don't like that. Buddy, wait till you smell what Rowlands does in my bowels. It's awesome. Dinner will be served shortly, but certain power brokers would like to know about your day. Would you like to share your day with the rest of the group? Okay, but don't just sit there and say nothing. Nothing is not an option. I don't wanna, like, brag in front of everyone else, so, like, wasn't really day, more like two people avoiding everyone else and choosing to be alone, but doing it in a relatively close proximity to each other. That's exactly right. Could not have said anything of value better myself. Spirit is clearly happy with the way you portrayed your date. No surprise, she doesn't like people getting into her business. Dwight and Claudette bring up dinner. Everyone eats in silence. No one trusts anyone now, and they are all very tired. Oh wait, no, sorry, that's a very supernatural horror set in Antarctica. Not a charming parody dating sim set in an undisclosed tropical paradise. Bon appetit. Do you mean bon? No, almost everything we serve has a lot of bones in it, even the vegetables. Impossible to avoid on this island. How? Tensions are rising, both of the sexual and deadly variety. When everyone finishes, Dwight and Claudette come back to clean up the table. They linger around you as they pick up your plate, take your napkin, and dust crumbs off the table. What would you like to say as servants? Thank you. Everyone, if you would please be so kind as to follow us to the fire pit. We'd greatly appreciate it if we've been told something big is going to happen, something that will change everything. You can go willingly or you can go unwillingly. You have no choice. Do you have a choice in how you said that? Yes, and I immediately regret how I did. Good. Something needs to change around here. Fire is rebirth. Fire illuminates soul. If the fire is too smoke hurts my eyes. And finally, everyone starts moving towards the fire pit, if only to get away from Rick complaining. You take a seat on the comfortable log, feeling the fire's heat against your will, and wait for the other killers to take their place, wondering who will want to tell a story this time. Will narrator tell a story? I bet they got some stunningly creative mind. Hey, you think? Are they allowed to simply place thoughts in my mind? This doesn't seem fair. Everyone makes their way in. But something unexpected happens. Nothing happens. Almost always seems to be happening here. So nothing is probably not a great sign. And now everyone is looking at me. Anyway. So, do something. Should I pick someone to tell a story or we could play charades? We were actually thinking, why don't you tell us a story? Faith points a spine and skull staff thingamajig at you. You duck out of its way. But who knows what that thing can do? Probably shoots lasers. Try not to bore us. We're just very interested in you. Don't speak for me, Huntress. Now you can't tell if you're warm from the fire or if it knows you know. I know that the fire is right here, but maybe we can stop talking about it all the time and stop pretending that it's not here, threatening to burn us all alive. It's not supposed to hear me. Get out of here, right? Bob was just about making an important decision about telling a story or not. I'll tell a story, just so they don't kill me. Oh, it's a mystery. I'll tell them a story. Alright, you like your Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson movies? How about some adventure? Now we're talking. Not my favorite, but I respect your choice and will not politely. You don't have to say it, just not politely. I really like to go fishing. Solid hobby. Your foundation for a story, for sure. You pause. Everyone is waiting with bated breath, no pun intended. Wait, that's it? Not much of a story. Yeah, that's all. That's all I got. God forgive you, give the narrator a break and do some storytelling for once in your stinking life. Everyone's a little disappointed, but hey, we can't all be Hans Christian Andersen. No, I was kidding. What type of story did you want to tell? Action. It's an action-packed JRPG lot. The time I got into a bar fight. The group is interested. Hey, Luna. I'm all ears. No, I'm not taking about that bucket. I'm not talking about the bucket on my own. Cracked open a beer by smashing a ball cap off the nearest rock. I'm at the local watering hole, powering up on my regular 12 beer before I slay at the pool table. Slay is good. Right you are, Queen. Steely Dan blasts from the jukebox. The bartender's tip jar is filling to the brim. I pound the final pint and smash the glass on the counter as I demand more shots from the entire joint. You know, maybe that's not good with the you know, the these. But here we are. Patrons cheer for me, I am the god. Suddenly, I hear the telltale revving of engines outside the motorcycle. The saloon doors swing open. Wait, it's a saloon now? And in walks my arch nemesis, Big Slim, the giant of North Toledo. You sound sexy. Thought I smelled something when I climb and hop off the hog, Slim says with a sneer. I get up from my stool, Gal behind me is rubbing my shoulders, bringing me up with the inevitable fight. Long way home from aren't we, Slim? What the fine people of Elm Street the fine people of Elm Street gonna do without someone to sell them on second-hand cufflinks tonight, I told him. I wanna, story has a lot of specific geographic references in it. I wanna know something, where is DBD on my save? The Nightmare on Elm Street DLC came out in 2017. This game came out in 2022. I was gonna say if they referenced it before, because obviously I know those IP killers aren't gonna make an appearance in this. I think they only have the licenses for base game DBD. So sadly I can't rise up Springtrap and I'm so disappointed. The story has a lot of... Wait, I said this already. A perfectly good job at the pawn shop. Why are you coming at me like that? Something else? That's fair. I screamed back. Why do we even hate each other? I can't remember. Something about me cutting you off in traffic? I think it was a misunderstanding. Well then, let's hug it out. I see tears start to swell in my eyes. And we made up. What about the bar fight? Oh yeah, we got into a real blow fight that night. Really yelled up with your heads up, but it was just an argument whether you say pop or soda. Come on! I gave up pedaling at Coachella for this. Spirit laughs hysterically, probably laughing at you, but it's a laugh you're ready to accept. That sure is a kind story, technically. Okay, that was not a very good story, but I don't mean to insult you, it's actually quite bad. But the narrative keeps it real, we can't just edit here. Who else would you like to hear a story for tonight? Well, you know I got open up. I haven't... It's on you. Maybe Huntress? I want to go Huntress. Huntress, you seem raring to go. Let's hear from you. Sure thing. My neck of the woods isn't wanting for horrifying mythology. Mother once told me the story of a young man who was traveling home after the war. Which war? Doesn't matter. I just want some backstory details to paint a picture. I'll paint you a picture if you want. The man was lost and running out of food for rations. He stopped to rest for the night underneath the majestic birch tree. That's when he saw the woman, naked, skin glistening in the twilight glow. What? I'm invested. They sang a haunting melody as they made their way downhill towards the inviting lake. Enchanted by the music, the young man followed the parade of beautiful women until they stopped in a clearing next to the water. I don't know if I'm I don't know if I'm supposed to be... if I'm trying to get myself to do an American accent for Huntress. Apparently, since I think she's Russian. They turned to him and smiled. One woman with long red hair stepped forward and reached for his hand. The others began to play music. Flutes, lutes, tambourines. The melody was intoxicating. The man's feet began to move beneath him. He was dancing, moved by the magical music of these mysterious women. Twilight darkened into the night and the man grew wary. But when he tried still moving his feet, he found that he could not. Help, I can't stop dancing! He cried to the nearest woman, a slender woman with green hair. He drew near to him, and he saw her features distort into something. He floated an eye hanging from one socket, skin color of algae, a rusalka. A true sign. You will never stop dancing, she screeched at him. My sister and I were drowned in this lake by your men of your regiment. Consider this your punishment. The man cried out. But it wasn't me. Someone must pay, Rusalka said. your voice filled with running muscle. And so the man danced and danced until his bones broke, and Sal gave out the dance of death. So, as everyone takes a macabre ending. It's not all bad. Rustalkas are also fertility goddesses. If a lady had stumbled across them, she would have been blessed with a fruitful womb, and probably some candy for the road. Damn. Does she really think that's a happy ending? I wonder what Huntress is having. Oh, it's story time. A lot of people like to take potshots at sequels, but I think every story deserves a good follow-up. When you think it's the end, the sequel is almost never as rewarding as the original. That's why I'm much more a fan of an episodic style of storytelling. Knowing it's a series takes a lot of pressure off of individual installments. Just say you like chapter-based games. Just say you like Poppy Playtime instead of, like, I don't know, Five Nights at Freddy's? Ironically. Funny how Huggy Wuggy's the one to get into Fortnite and Springtrap was the one to get into DBD. Like, I don't know. And build a greater sense of community between audience and creator. Tell me, Bob, if you could delete any sequel from existence, what would it be? Don't answer that, we don't actually care, we're just here to make sure we see move on to the next segment of the evening. God forbid my small talk get in the way of a romantic Twilight moment. Dwight, I'm gonna need you to shut your trap. You know we need to get back to that thing we do whenever we're not on screen. Okay, you have fun tonight, try not to wink when you end up dead. When you say the word wink wink out loud, what kind of double entendre are you getting at with the end up dead thing? Dwight is physically incapable of winking, not since the accident. And you do know that all of these people are despicable criminals with double-digit kill counts, right? Well, except Spirit. She doesn't really belong here. She's strictly a victim, not a perpetrator. No wonder she's pissed. Did I hear someone Did I hear somebody trash-talking Spirit? You'll need it. What do you say when we take this doctored hot mix and soak this blood while I brush that ghost with killer hotcakes? Please, talk about burns. That are lit or getting blazed. Enough is that these activities have to be set net to a literal fire. Must I be surrounded by figurative flames? What if we turn and run away as far as possible from this place as we could? Just you and me. Are you talking to Trapper or are you talking to me? On those spindly legs you'd probably tire out before you got to, but if it's running away from someplace more secluded Bob is after, they should obviously join me. Have you seen these legs? Pure power! Not that my wolf speed really reflects my giant stature, but that's because I choose to move slowly for stealthy reasons. It's my own choice and it's completely logical. Why is everyone so obsessed with comparing themselves to others and creating drama? I'm so all over that. Don't you get it? Society wants to trick you into fighting with each other so that corporations can swoop in and sell you fake solutions all for your fabricated problems. I'll be sitting in the shade and drinking something locally sourced while thumbing through a public domain novella printed on a recycled paper because I refuse to play the game anymore. It's like she is actively trying to be as unappealing as possible. Does it really turn anyone else on or just me? Despite Trapper's insatiable appetite, it seems his attention, along with the attention of everyone else, is still on you for the moment. If you could... I don't know. Go get food. Probably shouldn't be eating during eating, send up, here we go. You could, I don't know, just pick one of us, maybe we can move on with our lives. Who will you head off with? I'm just saying, you may not get a ton of chance to take around, like, the real time on the road, but... And no, I'm not satisfied with that name either, because screaming around and keep getting through happening. That's pretty much all that was taken. Wait, tell food. You. Trust. Mate, I'm over this before. You know, I had the feeling you'd pick me. You've got good taste, and I don't just say that because I'm considering eating you. In a sexual way, or... I know in some countries I'm underage, but like... Which actually, yeah, maybe... Considering this probably takes place in an American place, please don't. Huntress licks her lips as she eyes you up and down. You've never felt like a little piece of meat this much in your life before. What have you gotten yourself into? Let's go over to the bar. I'm gonna make you into something special. Oh, I'm so dead. You and Huntress whisk yourselves away to the bar, and when you arrive you find yourself in a rental of arts and craft supplies. Are those taxidermy? Cool. Are you freaking out? I'm not freaking out. You wonder what's going through Huntress's head, though she's bubbly and enthusiastic. You're terrified. She might snap. Drink this. Huntress hands you a seemingly normal tropical cocktail, if one were to drug you into some sort of state, which you could be operated on. These flavors certainly would hide the poison. Look around and consider what else there is to look for beside becoming Huntress's little boy, and the conclusion is... I don't want to be talking about the one, are you kidding me? You pound the drink. It's quite nice. I've been thinking about making you a present, a mask. Would you be into that? Oh hell yeah, I'm so down. What would you like? I gotta go with the cat mask after the Poppy stream. Just like the fluffiest white cat mask. Like marshmallow level stuff, you can barely make out any features. What the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah. Okay, I guess I asked. Well, I know what I'm going to be working on tonight. All alone, in my pinky pajamas. Looks at you. Can we just like get out of here? If we go directly into your bed. No! That's not how tonight goes. I mean, that's not how it's supposed to go. No. Yeah, at least how you cookie kids. Soon. Huntress, you've got lots of hobbies. Why don't you show something else that you're passionate about? Something less deadly than throwing axes or chasing survivors, maybe just a thought. Making more masks? Matching gloves! No, you little joker. I'm thinking of a different type of making up victims die fast. Maybe a slow death, depending on what mood we're in. It's another round of be careful what you wish for, murderers island. Do I need your help? Doing something in a different place entirely? You read my mind, did you know? Talking about mycology. You know, mushrooms. I've picked a lot of them, and I'm very familiar with which ones will make great soup, and which ones will make you stupid dead. I'll show you 2 mushrooms. You pointed the one that's safe to eat. Oops. That little fella is an autumn skullcap, and after eating one, the diarrhea doesn't kill you. The liver failure probably will. This one is very easy. Point at the one that won't result. One? Correct! Hey, that's a chanterelle. It sounds fancy and it tastes fancy too. Just like a certain someone I know, I bet. Nom nom nom. She's so direct. Which will make you jump for joy and which one will make you vomit until you die? This one? Correct, that's a green cracking rusella. Sure, it might look moldy, but I guess you shouldn't judge a mushroom by its gross green cap. Not everything is exactly as it appears at first glance. That was fun, right? I like flexing a little more than just my biceps for you. Right, let's see, tabulating your answers, and not great, not all wrong, but it only takes one poisonous mushroom to put you down for good. Guess you'll just need to keep me around so you don't shove anything deadly in your mouth. Huntress claps her hands giddily. I appreciate you spending more time with me tonight. I know the other killers are all very learning in their own ways. It means a lot that you'd spend time with this forest bumpkin such as myself. I don't know how to answer this one. You know, bumpkin? You're a strong, independent woman, don't demean yourself. Huntress leaps on you, knife to throat. I'll demean myself if I want to. But also turn on. This is pretty far. We're here, playing Claudette, gathering everyone together on the beach. Exactly what the voice said. I'm telling you, and I'm being honest, that you're the only one who can hear me. So, out of the two girls that I'm interested in, I guess, right? Or the only girls that I'm interested in. Spirit's more romantic. Huntress is more sexual. So I don't know, I feel like I want to go for the more romantic choice. We'll see. I'll BLB though. BLB. Where's my BLB stream? Okay, there it is. The gang's all together on the volleyball court. It seems like only yesterday you were sitting on the sidelines watching everyone get sweaty. I got a drink. Because that was... Ugh. Feels like I've been here a lot longer than that, actually. It's so late that the sun is already beginning to rise. Better get this over with quickly so that I mean, you can get some beauty rest. I do not recommend the eternal damnation of perpetual narratordom. Gang really know... Gang to know the gang. The brain, the mogul, basket case, and the psychotic bunny girl. You know, the 4 types of people. Anyway, everyone is gathered on the volleyball court for a new type of game. Pick your dream date and see who Bob chooses. Who's ready for round robin? How round we talking? No, not to eat, Huntress. Each girl gets 2 minutes to tell you their dream date they have planned for you tomorrow. No particular order, which is a weird thing to mention, right? Like, almost like the order does matter. Wraith, why didn't you go first? You look like you'd hate that. Stop talking. I don't know. I'd really prefer to tell Bob privately. I don't really know how that's gonna work with these game mechanics. What if you just whispered it to Bob? Wraith considered this for a moment. Too long. Without moving, Wraith lowers his voice to a barely audible whisper. Tomorrow we have to find my bell, and I can finally tell you what I've been working on. It's gonna be a really special kind of thing where we really bond. Maybe finally get off this island. And maybe we can go on a real date. Wraith nods. Huntress, why don't you take it from here? Tomorrow morning I'm planning on a night atmospheric breakfast on the yacht. Don't worry, Trapper won't even know it's gone. What was that? Nothing, go away. And oh boy, got such an adventure plan. Involves hunting for treasures. What kind of treasure are we looking for? Guess you'll have to pick me to find out. Let me tell you, it's primo stuff. Now if you don't mind, I've got to stop preparing because it's clear that you're going to pick me. Hate or spirit. Figuratively, damn it. Dwight, you gotta watch your words with these people. Tomorrow, you'll spit in the face of God, die and be reborn anew. That's it? If you're not intrigued by that, I don't want to. Go draw crayon art with Trapper or dig up whatever mysteries with the Wraith. I don't know what the other guys do over there. Die? You're going to kill me. Do you want to at least specify which god you'll be spitting in the face of? All of them. Okay then. So hydrate tonight if you tend to hang out with Spirit. Trapper, would you like to make us all uncomfortable by pushing the boundaries of what's acceptable not only in polite society, but within the narrative in this world, in-world event, and also larger meta-narrative of the Dead by Daylight dating experience? Sometimes you just gotta say it. Why, yes, thank you, I'd love to. So Bob, good thing you're picking me. This is your final warning. Pick me and be punished. And rewarded. Tomorrow will suck. Probably not an easy guy to get anything like that. I can tell you this much. I'm hiding a secret on this island that will make fans shit themselves with excitement. If you like Trapper, you're gonna love it. And if you're not a maggot, also, everyone, even confident, sexy ladies in private nests, better stay the hell away from my yacht. And time's up. Everyone is gone. Gosh, you'll need to dream about those options, so you're ready to choose in the morning. Now go dream. Have a swell night. Did you forget? Did you two forget to mention something? How could we forget? Before you run off to slumber, there's one more thing you have to do. No reality dating competition parody would be complete without singling out one of our contestants who is already teetering on the edge of psychological break. Giving them a little push. Wait, hold up. This has been a survival dating competition parody this entire time. I'm just now finding out about it. The signs were there, you just didn't read them. Welcome to Murderer's Island. Now it's time to eliminate one of the killers. Like the mushroom would even hurt even worse. You can't kill a killer, but you can break that heart. Can you dare try? Tomorrow, one of these sexy slices will not be eligible to take you on a date. Who's it gonna be? This is dramatic. It's classic reversal of fate, and it will hurt someone's feelings, someone dangerous. Trapper seems like he like throttle you in your sleep if you eliminate him. At least you see him coming, spirit could be everywhere. Oh god, I don't know. One of the men, because I feel like I'm not attracted to them as much. I want to say Trapper, because I don't know him that well, but since the game's given me the option of him probably killing me... Well, he says it's gonna suck, so I'm gonna go Trapper. This was very simple. Trapper, you scare the living shit out of me. You are eliminated. That's fair. Honestly though, I don't care. You suck! But not in a good way. You bore me. You personality-free maggot. It wouldn't even be fun to kill you. Which I was totally gonna do tomorrow the first chance I got. So really, this is win-win. Yeah, see? See? Now I get to live. And... You don't get an unsatisfying kill. Still might kill you though, at a principle for eliminating me. Sleep with both eyes open. Have fun in your day tomorrow. Now that you've broken the heart of someone heartless, you should go get some shut-eye. Don't worry too much about broken heart you've left behind. Because of course, they'll be receiving a consolation prize. They might not get to go home with Bob when this is all over, but they'll never sleep alone again. We're sending our eliminated player home with... a body pillow. Yeah, I'm so sorry, Trapper. Claudette approved. Hope you sleep well tonight, Bob. You're my hero for what you've accomplished. How can you sleep tonight knowing what you've done? No, not because of the guilt. I mean, knowing that there's a legit homicidal maniac who hates you so close by. How can you sleep tonight knowing what you'll do tomorrow? I don't know how you'll do it. You better go before Dwight and Claudette come back and put you to sleep themselves. You know those two. Schedule. What a crazy way to end the day in elimination. I didn't even know it was that kind of game. Let's check in with everyone. We'll see how things go tomorrow, I suppose. I'm not expecting anything. I tend to shut my mind off during hard times. I know I seem all excited and devil may care, but the truth is I'm a pessimist at heart. That's what happened when... Your mother was skewed by an elf when you were young? Yeah, how'd you know? I'll guess. It's also the only thing you talk about. You excuse me, I think I saw a raccoon over there by the tree and I'm feeling fetish. I don't really know what's happening here. I've honestly not been paying attention. Oh, Bob. Sorry, I'm focusing on other things, more important things. One way or another, I won't be here for much longer. I don't handle rejection well. At least I don't think I do. No one has been dumb enough to reject me before. Yeah, the more I think about it, the angrier I'm getting. I'm a giant rage monster, so everyone in this room should be scared of me now. I'm gonna give it up. I think there was a chance I might get eliminated. Yeah, I did. Did I care if I got eliminated? Not even a little. The volume of words I spent talking about how much I don't care signify a deeper yearning with me seem to hurt, validated by those around me. Nah. No, you're not part of this. Don't get confessional. It's cool, man. I'm not conquering anyone's machine. I don't care about your NFT crypto shit. I'm talking about your famous established character from all over pop culture that can't be seen on the island. Hell, you probably can't even mention them. Like Ghost. Don't you say it. Look, if we get it. You're very popular in the band, but we have a game to get back, and I don't want to get sued. Ghostface! Come on! I have a name, you know. You do? We do not really enough to do with you people. Is it my turn? No, it's not your turn. You're sentient water. How are you even sitting in that chair? What's a chair? The thing you're getting all wet. Now it's gonna smell like mildew. Okay, rude. Let's get this over with. It's your turn, Ocean. Do your check. Checking I was looking for the bathroom. No, you two, I wasn't meant to be confessional. Time to let the hard room with game. Can we get a confessional for like the Xenomorph or Chucky or someone? It's okay, we don't have to confess anything. We've just been working our asses off to do this trick. We want somewhere to sit down. The chair is wet. Yeah, I think the ocean just peed on it. How's that you know what, I don't care. You sure are looking pretty pleased with yourselves. You've got something to confess. You ate glue in 2nd grade, you cheated on your algebra test once. Watching traffic get eliminated was the first time in an unending spiral staircase of pain that is my life, and I felt even a modicum of joy. Every minute I'm alive is a nightmare. This place, this sun, this sweet sugary drinks. It sounds fun for a long weekend, but for an eternity? The unrelating rhythm of crashing waves and wailing seagulls is like a crescendoing song of evil that makes me question the very foundation of the universe. Why am I here? Why are any of us here? What kind of sentient being would do this? Please erase me from this existence, make it so I was never born. Put the plug on this experiment, let my soul free. Please, get me out of this polo shirt. Okay, let's get you back to bed, buddy. I don't want to go to bed. Going to bed eventually means I'll have to wake up. Yikes. Well, what are you gonna do? You let the camera roll long enough, someone's bound to say something crazy. It seems like everyone's had their shot to annoy me. So hit the hay and get some rest. Soft sunlight warms your skin, nudging you awake. Also, you're using a killer crab as a pillow, which is sort of okay with. That you don't know about the killer crabs? Oh yeah, you didn't go on Huntress' Day. You really missed out. It was thrilling, or yes, you would have been. You have to play the game again to get that reference, I suppose. You pull on your beach attire and splash water on your face. Dwight and Claudette are approaching. Is that look on their faces excitement, terror? You noticed your stomach flutters with butterflies. Someone's in love. Or you've been infected with zombie butterflies in your sleep. It happens here before. But it's probably the love thing. It's time! Claudette gestures over to the beach where the killers all stand flanked by tiki torches. It's just seemed very reminiscent of a TV show you used to hate watch with your ex. Suddenly the message is clear. You are going to declare your affections for a killer in front of several other killers. This isn't Victor supposed to be here? We paid him good money to make some half-assed cameos in this show. I'm gonna shoot his agent now. Before they all look you over. I don't think we haven't noticed how kind you've been to us, Bob. It can't be easy being thrown into a mysterious island with seemingly no reason, surrounded by terrifying killers, managing to prime impulses, murder and making out. And you've kept a cool head and treated us, your friendly island host, with dignity and respect, so don't tell anyone who told you this, but... Just a little hint going forward. Don't try to go all the way with a killer who isn't into you. relationships are a two-way street. If you don't know how to clean lane the other direction, you might end up in a friend zone. Where do you think you are exactly? Dead by Daylight doesn't do friends. There are killers and there are survivors, and I'm afraid we can't say more. So who's into me? Well, I've never seen Spirit open up to anyone like she has opened up to you. Never seen her open up the insides of plenty of people, but thankfully for you, and for us, it's a different type of game. So you ready? Oh, of course you're not. Make your way over to the row of hotties. Claudette and Dwight off to the side, hands behind their back. It's been quite the 48 hours. There are clearly sparks in the air, and I'm not just talking about this rusty chainsaw, though I do recommend staying away from some of those sparks. It's time for our newcomers to confess their love. Wait, I have to do a drum roll for this? No, you don't, but who cares, Bob? Who do you choose as your solo dates? No, not the flower thing. No, the flower thing. I want to go with Spirit. I like Spirit. She's cute and romantic. You're done good, Dwight. This is a lovely bouquet. Where's Spirit? Here's Spirit. You approach Spirit, peering below the brim of her impressively large hat into her haunting eyes. Spirit, since I met you, I've been enchanted by your presence. Challenge me to be a better person, resist the urge, show me a sharp end of your guitar. For that I thank you. Ready to take this relationship to the next level. And we shall, up to the eye of the dark storm, and that is our reality. To the lantern room of the Black Lighthouse. It's time to see what you're made of, Bob. I'm gonna get murdered. And surprisingly, I don't know if it's going to be by the killer. Can you just please repeat the book? I thought it might be nice to start the day out on Trapper's yacht before we head back to the Black Lighthouse. Even if I kinda hate this basic tropical vacation stuff like yachts, snorkeling or whatever, it's good that for you to see me in the sun a little bit. At least there's more to be than what you've already gotten to experience. I know that my whole vibe can be a little dark. The hat, the swimsuit, the plume of floating hair. This wasn't always who I was. I was a normal young woman once, went to school, hung out with friends. Even had a part-time job working at a restaurant in town. And then, well, you know what happened. Your father, he murdered me and I worked as an undead avenger. That's not what I was getting at. Something else happened to me. I realized I needed to be seen. I don't even know by whom, a lot of time, when you think about ghosts, they're these kind of see-through flickering specters. Can you imagine reaching out and having your hand go right through them? Ooh, like that sort of thing. Maybe there's some warpy effect in the world around you, I don't know, depends on what you're watching. But when I died, well, I dare you to try to reach your hand through me. Not really, that's not an invitation, that's rhetorical. Why did I end up this way? Who brought me here to this island? Who knows, I should don't. I've got my ideas, but I'm not exactly out there digging around in caves or dusting off antiques and trying to find clues and analyze their meanings. I don't want to take this experience seriously. I want to give the process a chance. It may be a dumb process, but one that I have extremely little respect for as a person. But you just woke up on this beach with no memory of who you are or where you came from, and rather than freak out and simply try to swim away, you're giving this a chance. I actually don't know swimming away was an option. It's not. However, the fact that you never even tried it means that you've got courage, or an open mind, or I don't know, maybe you just stuck around. Because you like someone you met here. Maybe. While you two were getting all deep and philosophically flirty, the yacht pulled up to the shore next to the Black Lighthouse. Last stop, everybody off. But the other stops? No, not of this trip of your life. Spirit rolls her eyes and leaves to the shore. I'm just messing with you. This is the only stop. Nobody here is looking out for our fun, so we have to make it for ourselves. But no, there are no other stops. Seriously, go. It's to the poop deck, Dwight. The ship doesn't have a poop deck. Oh, it will. As you disembark, you see Dwight and Claudette running and giggling across the ship. Too bad you can't date those two, they seem like they know how to have a good time. Yeah, but I want the pretty ghost girl. You arrive at the beach near the majestic black lighthouse. Its imposing tower forms above you. A flock of birds lazily circle. No sense of fear or urgency, as if they're circling a corpse that hasn't moved in ages. I'm excited about today, see? Spirit places her wrist delicately in your hand and presses your fingers down against her skin. It's cool to the touch, but you feel, is that the faintest of pulses? My blood is absolutely pumping. So what happens now? Now I show you something that no one has ever seen up close before. Well, no one who's lived to tell about it. We're going there. Spirit points to the top of the lighthouse among the circling birds. Yeah, what's actually up there? Have you seen it? Hey yo! How's everyone doing today? Hi, Ruth. You seem chipper. Something strange is definitely going on with this guy. Or something else strange, something different than what's usually going on. Wraith takes a deep breath, sucking in the ocean air like it's the greatest air that has ever been sucked. Bob, thank you for choosing anyone else to go on a date with today. Alone again forever, that's how I was meant to be. I feel alive. Are you done with kind of, you know, on that date you just mentioned? Okay, you were definitely getting out next then. I'm glad you're feeling better, Wraith, but like you said, we're in the middle of something, you mind? Alright, so what you doing? Heading up to the eye of the lighthouse? Head up there, you can really see the whole line from here. In fact, Spirit, I thought you said no one has been up there and lived to tell the tale about it, but it's exactly like telling about it. Technically, I don't like Wraith. I don't think Wraith counts as being alive. I mean, I don't maintain the canon, but could it or that or Dwight go up there? Have they tried going up there? You know, because the whole resurrection thing. Spirit waves her arms at Wraith from head to toe. And if he's not dead, now he's gonna be when I punish him for eternity for interrupting our date. Hey now, we can solve our problems without our hair floating up into menacing shapes. I'll just be over here running away enjoying the view. You know, I think Wraith was kidding about the whole being up there. Honestly, the view isn't even of the island. All you can see is mostly ocean, on account of it being, you know, a lighthouse. Now that does bring up an interesting point. Going on, how do I say it? Spirit's hand floats up as if she scratches her head contemplatively. You don't usually see her at a loss for words like this. What's your mortal status? Because despite what our likely friends seem to think, the lighthouse is not to be trifled with. It's a beacon of death and suffering that brings doom to it for all corners of the world, if not further. Well, there, you saw freaking pirate ships in the travel through space and time in the spooky tower. You decided not to point it out because that would be too much. I think I'm alive. I'm here with you walking this beach and the water on my feet and the sun on my skin. Here with me, the spirit. Does that make you really alive? I guess I don't know. Come up with me to the black lighthouse. We never times that risk we're willing to take. Because we have something. I won't deny it. I feel it. I hate for you to simply return to Ash. If we were to commit, right here, right now, to figuring this out as friends, we could put that risk off for another time. I don't know if I want that friendship. I want you, that's why I chose you. I'll decide this for you. I can only warn you that this may not be safe. You might die of it. There's nothing I can do about it. You know, I've tried to avoid death this whole game. But I'm also trying to flirt with the evil serial killers this whole game. And that is more of a priority to me. Let's go, baby girl. You take a deep breath and think about every particle of sea air as it travels through your body and fills your lungs. Maybe the last time you had such a thought, but you feel strange at peace with that information. I don't even know, friend. I want something more. I'd risk my life for it. Spirit smiles a quickly devilish smile. Right this way. Inside the lighthouse is almost pitch black. It balls them up. I don't know what I'm saying. Inside the lighthouse is almost pitch black. It was seemingly day when you stepped through the door, but inside this place is like a void. I said pitch black void at the start, that's why. Anyway. The last thing you see as the final rays of sun leave you is a horrible sight, a petrified body laying on the stairs, reaching not up but down as if it had been crawling. What just that? The things we do for love. That reminds me of Phasmophobia. When you arrive in the lantern room at the top of the Black Lighthouse, you breathe a sigh of relief. The light is out and seemingly defunct. Dust cakes the room, as though it hasn't been operated in a century. Somehow, it was just morning a moment ago. How was it night? What do you mean a moment ago? We've been standing here looking over the ocean all day. I've really enjoyed this peaceful time together with you. Taking in the view, standing in complete silence for hours. It's kind of my perfect date. Really? I don't remember that. I just called it a perfect day and you can't be bothered to remember it. What kind of game are you playing with me? I want to remember it. It's just that for some reason my mind is completely blank. But hey, I'm not dead! Oh, you're already dead and have been this whole time. That's true. We could be dead together. Till death do us part. Fuck that. Let's be dead together. Twinning dead. Twinning in death. Love and death. I want you. Maybe we'll never know. It doesn't look like the light is working. Even turned off, the light has the power to it. The massive lens refracts moonlight for itself. A subtle spark that has a hypnotic effect. Maybe that's where the day went, staring into this light as the sun fell and the moon rose. Thanks for spending the day with me. I had a really good time. It's a really cool. I guess I don't know what I expected. I suppose if you thought you were walking to your death and nothing happened, you might feel anticlimactic. Sorry, anyhow, it's time to go. Let me just flip the light on for the staircase so it's easy to get down. It's still pretty dark. Maybe Spirit is interrupted by a strange hum, and then it becomes frighteningly clear to you. That switch wasn't for the stairs. It was for the main lantern, a lantern that is now beginning to power up. The faintest smell of burning begins to reach up your nose. Oopsie, maybe like that switch wasn't for the starlights at all. Now we see who is really alive and who is really dead. I suppose it was bound to happen sooner or later. You slam your eyes closed, hoping that somehow not looking at the light itself will protect you. Not sure I see the logic in that, but if it is magic, it kind of defies logic. I want to see it, but I'm a little scared. Don't look directly into the light. Open your eyes and look only at me and I'll keep you safe. Oh fuck. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Perfect. Got it. Oh, not bad. No! You okay? You seem okay. I hope I haven't ruined this by pushing you to do something you weren't meant to do. You're so brave. Maybe not so coordinated, but certainly brave. I don't know why. I messed up that last one. I'm so sorry, Spirit. Please forgive me. I'm so lucky you put yourself through this for me. It shows that you're real. Despite your attempt to resist it, the incredible force of energy from the Black Lighthouse's anthem, I refuse to subside. Cannot be ignored, and it doesn't matter if you look directly at it or not. At the end, it was just a trivial game. This is real life and real magic. Stare at it now, the power penetrates your mind. Hey, been a while. How are things? Doing good? Feeling more dead and more alive? Love will do that to a person. Don't worry, it'll make sense soon. You wake to hear Spirit's muffled voice. You've got a terrible taste in your mouth. Like burned hair, the air feels damp and smells like ash. Oh, we're sort of dead. It takes time for the sound to clear, but eventually Spirit's words start to make sense to you. However, it's clear she's talking to someone else, not to you. You know how sometimes people say it's not you, it's me? Well, this time it is you, and it's also me. I can't believe I thought you would change for me. I can't believe I thought that what you were doing was a sacrifice. You never gave up anything for me. Today I saw what love looks like, and it looks a whole lot different than this. I don't think you're hearing me, which is weird because I'm practically shouting. Nobody breaks up with Trapper, nobody. Oh yeah? Fine, nobody breaks up with Trapper, but I'm not doing that. I'm dumping. Don't you say it. I'm dumping Evan McMillan, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's over between us, Evan. Rin, Oh, that's then it. I didn't even know they were... Oh. I didn't know they were in a relationship. Shit. Trapper turns from Spirit and looks directly at you, realizing that you're lying on the corners of your tongue. I think that you're shouting with bother. Am I shouting? In an attempt to be as quiet as possible, you hold your breath and freeze in place. Sorry we woke you up, Bob. After what happened, you'd probably be better off sleeping for a bit longer. Things just got out of hand. How'd you know? You were talking in your sleep basically non-stop until you woke up and got quiet. What was I saying? I don't know how to speak Dutch. Wait, so... Hold on. You were already in a relationship while pursuing me? Yeah, see, there you go in. The jig is, as they say, up. They know you're awake now and you're gonna have to deal with this awkward situation head on. Clearly I shouldn't be here. You two are having a very personal conversation that I don't need to be involved in. I don't even know how I got here, not on this island, not in this creepy tunnel. As far as the island goes, your guess is as good as mine. As far as the tunnel goes, we brought you here. You and Trapper, but... After the lighthouse light came back, you blacked out on your way down. I thought you might have hit your head on something. It's hard to tell what blood is new and old around here. Either way, I wanted to get you someplace safe, so I asked Trapper for help. It's not that I can carry you, I just didn't feel like it, you know? I hate anything messing with my shards. Trapper, on the other hand, he loves nothing more than having a gorgeous body draped over his shoulder. You mean the guy I rejected? Could have asked Claudette and Dwight for help, but I don't trust them. I mean, we could have asked, you know, Huntress for help. Because I feel like this guy has a more likely chance to kill me. But you trust Trapper. Like in trust two different things, you might think Trapper can be a real jack, but you'd be right. But you'd get what you see in it with him. We brought you down here because we're the only ones who know about this place. It's part of a whole tunnel network that connects different places on the island. What's up, guys? Know about mysteries? My favorite talker. I just was in the neighborhood and thought I'd pop in. Trapper, you said this place was private. Don't look at me. I didn't tell him about it. How do you feel this boy is getting away from me like me? Oh, jeez, I can see when I'm not wanted. So, you three are Trapper now? Because I gotta say, I really didn't get the whole Trapper spirit thing, but hey, if it's not my business, I don't stick my nose in it. We're not a thing. Nobody traps the Trapper, not with traps or with relationships. And you do realize you're sticking your nose in our business right now, right? Wow, so hostile. If you don't want to talk about it, just say so. Anyhow, this tunnel has some very interesting features. If you head 50 meters down, you will find... Get out! Wraith looks around, just to be doubly sure that Trapper is addressing him. I was just leaving. This island, it's a lonely place, which is great for me. I love to be alone. Trapper, on the other hand, he's quite needy. And after a lot of pursuit, I finally let him catch up to me. And it became, well, I don't want to call it a relationship because somebody really doesn't want to have that talk. But we were more than friends. I dispute the events as told. For the record, I don't pursue, I stalk, I lie in wait. Well, yeah, you're a slasher. Seeing eye to eye was not one of the things we were good at. So I hate to ask, but I just look into a refrigerator-sized death lamp, so I can guess I'm more of a glutton for punishment than I thought. What are you good at? Well, for starters... Excuse me, I'll take that question, thank you very much. If you know anything about me by now, is that I'm on a quest for revenge. We might not know Trapper is a great classical maestro of revenge. Trapper blushes behind his mask. That's one way to compliment a killer. Revenge against friends who had turned their back and betrayed him. Revenge against his father for making him into a monster. Revenge against the barista who wrote Iwan on his cappuccino, knowing that his name was actually Evan. It sounds like such a Welsh name. For someone who thinks about revenge as much as I do, Trapper is an inspiration, but they never say to date your heroes. Good advice, but I don't think that's the same. Then you came along, Bob. You showed me that it's okay to feel lost. Feel pathetic, to push on when you have nothing real to offer anyone. I'm not sure where you got all that from, but okay, I guess. You held up a mirror to my own doubts and fears and showed me that they aren't everything about me. I can embrace those things but not be defined by them. You showed me that life and death can be more of just an obsession with a revenge and mind-blowing sex on the ground in a dark cave in an industrial tunnel. What? Wait, what? Sorry, I'm just confused about the sex part. Trapper nudges you with his ribs and elbow. Gross, clearly. Trapper's been appealing to his better features. Has been winning strategy for dumping his ass. Oh, you like him because of his body. Oh. The whole half-assed dating show parody thing, at first I thought it was a lame idea. What kind of moron. There was an audience for this. But then we spent more time together and I realized there's something actual to here. I don't want to give up on it. I don't want to give up on us. Listen, Bob, while you were knocked unconscious by some minor head trauma like a total weakling, Spirit confided in me that she has real feelings for you. I took it extremely well, naturally, because I trust her and value her opinions. But that doesn't mean I trust you. If you want to get to her, you have to go through me first. By passing Trapper's Test, coming to BHVR TV, Sundays at 8 PM. Welcome to Trapper's Test. Answer my question correctly or die my blind aid. Wait, what? Question 1. What's Spirit's real name? I'm gonna give him to her. You said Rin, right? Okay, you got that one. Don't celebrate yet. Question 2. Who lives inside Spirit? A dragon! Sure, everyone knows that one. They won't all be. When did Spirit work? When was normal control? Restaurant, wasn't it? I know, to think I would just, you know, waitress. Depends on my phone, I haven't been able to help like that. She'd be so disappointed. It's not. Is it black? I don't know. Okay, thank God. Because Spirit said it black was an absence of void and wasn't a color. I got so worried. Fuck. Okay, thank fuck. So I killed them all right there on spot while killing them didn't solve any budget problems, but I should have a little bit. I'm telling you this, A, to brag, B, to explain why the only thing you're gonna win is me saying congratulations for passing Trap's test. But there was some huge challenge. I mean, a woman obsessed with giant light that shines in the dark, has a chip on her shoulder about being seen. Go figure, probably guessed, but rules are rules, even if I just made them up, you got it right. So I guess I approve you dating Spirit. He feels like the... I love that trap where it's turned from like... with his relationship with Spirit, turned from like boyfriend to like brother to her almost, if that makes sense. I don't think that makes sense, but still. I really cared in the first place. I was just hoping you still going to give me an excuse to walk my blood. Maybe I'll find a reason for tomorrow. For now, you have fun. We might check her out. I'm sorry you had to endure that. That was horrible. Not even that. As ridiculous as unnecessary as it was, the whole thing. Waking up in a random tunnel and overhearing an argument. The news that Trapper and I had something going on, the stupid quiz, especially the whole Trapper out catchphrase. It's only because I actually like you. None of it would have happened if I didn't. I like you too, Spirit. Only Rin. Rin. Oh, that's cool, I like that. I didn't feel like our lighthouse experience was completed. There was something else I wanted to show you. Alone in the lantern room of the tower. Get your mind out of the gutter, Bob. It's not that kind of game. What's that? Hold on a moment. I'm being told... No, it is that kind... Wait, what? Come back up there with me? I'm getting it! Yes! I did in the DBD dang sim what I don't think I could in... Date everything, funny enough. We're excited to return to the lantern room of the lighthouse, despite all the drama and worry that was previously a part of life. More importantly, you're excited to be there with Spirit. Which makes it all more crushing. When you're interrupted by the arrival of Claudette and Dwight. Funny seeing you here. Did I say funny? I meant tragic. Tragic? I don't think so. What could be tragic about a family reunion? Those are always joyous occasions in my experience. Before they explain what that's supposed to mean, the lighthouse begins to howl a low, frightening sound. The lines begins to glow in and now familiar where you prepare to shield your eyes in case something bad happens. Now isn't a time for any reality show adjacent shenanigans. Dwight, Claudette, shield your eyes, we don't know what the lighthouse will... No, please don't interrupt. I think after all this time you know we've got your best interests in mind. No, of course I think... Got wax in your ears, friend? I asked you not to interrupt. Well, you can focus on the light past the two surviving pretending on the mistake. Should I ask as well? From the hairy hell. Shouldn't speak that way around your elders. Grandpa? My little Rin, you're such a woman now. They grow up so fast. Bob, meet Grandpa Kazan Yamaoki. Technically not just Grandpa, he's technically my great grandpa. That's all we're great to say in a row. I haven't seen my little Rin since I washed over her from the afterlife when she was just a little girl. And I expect you, all participants, It's a matter of honor and respect. Except Red. She can do whatever she wants, my precious darling. You mongrel. You must treat me with respect, or so help me, I'll be clean with some hair. A kanaba is like a metal baseball bat covered in spikes, FYI. I'm not sure what a peasant like you was doing so close to a descent of a noble you in the first place. Dirk, bloody, explain to me what's going on. It's Dwight, so in Quota, remember we explained to you that you were going to come meet with your great-granddaughters, so wasn't it 5 grades? 5 grades! Great-grandfather, sir, your honor, master, sir. Dwight, he's a samurai, not a judge. Grandpa, they must have summoned you here because they think you have great judgment, and because if they come, my father, they are too distracted by torturing control, and continue the rest of whatever this is, show, game experience. Ah yes, that makes sense to me, man of my power and magnitude. Nice to meet you, Kazan. You're seeing a serious resemblance to Trapper in not only the sheer size of the man that only, but is also his attitude. Family spirits have a type. It dawns on me that maybe you do resemble Oni every time you try to look for a reflection, you become dizzy and confused. I am not a big buff man, I am a short king. I'm a short, zesty little guy, I'm the opposite. I'm like the opposite of masculinity, I think. I want to be masculine, but more. If it wasn't for the fact that I'm choking girly pop every second. I'll stick with Kazan. Peasant, I realize now that my true purpose is to extinguish your lights. Oni waves his katana in the air as you, menacingly, like great-great-great-great-great-grandfather. Like great-great-great-great-great-grandfather. Granddaughter, apparently. Oh. Hold up there, grandpops. Not so fast. You're only supposed to kill them if they deserve it. First you should get to know them better. Young people these days always wanting to kill. Insisting they must deserve it. Back in my day, you did what needed to be done because your nobility depended on it. In his day, for such an imposing presence, he should get off serious old man yells like Clouds vibes. You see, when I was a young man, we didn't have foreigners in our land. We didn't need them. We had an abundance of culture already. A little too much, if you ask me. But I didn't make the rules. The rulers did exactly how it should be. Literature, art, commerce, theatre, fashion, poetry, puppet shows, ghost stories, trading, gambling, fighting, fine dining, fast food, public executions. What were we talking about? Spirit people that are great. Okay, I'm not saying does she like this guy? She sure hates her father, so. Listen up, old man. We don't have time for you to list every activity available to a samurai in the eternity of the Edo period. Silence, peasant. You're showing your ignorance. Samurai forbade from many activities that didn't befit Bushido code, such as attending certain performances. For instance, sometimes, however, samurai would come disguised in order to seek out entertainment. Now, I'm not saying that I did that, because I had honor, and the body built like an entire castle was where but I you have neither honor nor my physique. You don't even know that it was out of shifting rules, Japanese traditions, samurai etiquette. Rin, what would you want with such an uneducated admirer like this? Find it hard to believe that any contemporary person knows all that much about rules and do what we did for these over 100 years ago. However, you're not really sure how to handle this massive demonic old man. Oh wait, I get it, sweet Rin, my big father said that you invited me to do what you're too kind to. Bash this jerk's head in. Look right. Claude, Doris, fetch my kanabo. Rin, wrap up your road about around this mongrel's heels. Hold them still, we'll splatter their brains and beach together with a family. Grandpa, no, that's not why I invited you here at all. In fact, I didn't invite you, Claudette and Dwight did. Sure, wait. This whole saying wink out loud thing is getting out of hand. Him and Trapper really do have a lot in common, don't they? I swear Bob is a good soul in the heart of a warrior. They fought for my love. In their own way, faced down death more than once, and put up with their fair share of nonsense. Nonsense which seems to be endless. Can we, I don't know, wrap this up already? Of course, who am I expected to wait around for my approval? I've only been hanging out with the ghosts and watching my bloodline be polluted by cowards and critics for 5 generations. Just gonna give my sister-in-law a hug. Sword drawn only beckons you closer. There's no way he has ever hugged anyone in his time. I think I'll go over here. Written now, push them my way and I'll split them in half. I'll sacrifice this utility to the Yama Cobra. He's so silly, Grumpy. We only know that one sacrifice can get our family back. Revenge on my father, you great-great-great-great-grandson traitor of Yamako name. The lust for violence in your voice fills me with chill. I'll never forget who I am. I suppose if this person wants to be with, to go on a journey of bloody revenge with, I should trust your judgment. The strength inside you blooms with the same cherry tree that was planted centuries ago by our shared ancestors. And if Bob's ever treats me poorly, you have my word on a family honor. I will wield them. I will wield my katana and gut them like a fish. Oh, that's so sweet. Tear rolls down from behind Oni's demonic mask. You sure you want to marry into this? And one last word of advice, my dear girl. The father stuff, don't forget it. But maybe stop focusing so specifically and obsessively on it. What he did was awful, but it was already done. Do something for yourself now. Just my 2 cents. Be well, Win. I will see you again. Let's go, servants. Clint, Denise, return me to my stables. I assume my dragon has to be fed and tended to. Yes, sir. I swear this is better than doing Trevor's dad. I'm sorry if I was disrespectful to your great-great-great-great-great-grandfather. So old is right? Yes. He seemed like a very special man. I realize I will never measure up to someone like that. Warrior with a howling of a fashion sense, I mean that mask. Don't worry, I would never expect you to. Or want you to, really. If all I wanted was the biggest brute alive, I'd be down in Trap's cave right now avoiding his vintage bear traps. But that's not the life I've imagined for myself. This sense of abstract duty, anger at a world changing around me, a lust for blood, that's no way to live, and yet, as you know now, this is the Yamakoa way of life. You know, you can lust for me. Hehe. Forever, I'm cursed to battle against the dragon that lives inside me, or at least maybe I was until now. Call me the Dragon Tamer, baby! You haven't won this game yet, please don't ruin it. I have no idea where that came from. I think we've spent enough time in this lantern room. We should get back to the beach. Yeah, it feels like it's been a while now, hasn't it? Moonlight set in a romantic mood as the storm clouds rolled in around the Black Lighthouse. Do I have to go on a date with the other ones? I feel like I don't have to at this point, right? The sun might have set, but if we wait long enough, it will rise again. What? Spirit room is her Shiro, showing you her strappy black bikini. Her pale skin glows under the light of the moon. Maybe you can help me get a head start on applying tomorrow's sunscreen. Oh shit. We're gonna fuck. We totally real review, I can just ask us, but I really enjoyed it. I swear though, if you tell anyone about this, I will not be labelled a foot freak. Not that there is anything wrong with feet, it's just that something about that kind of catching me because people talking. Oh shit, I have to do the foot minigame again. Oh, it's not really getting faster. Oh shit. Please, I'm so bad at the foot thing. Okay, I don't have to like... I just have to succeed at it. It progresses when I succeed. Damn it, the foot thing is so bad. That sounds horrible out of context. Okay. God, that's so goddamn hot. I love feeling no hand sliding up and down my feet and between my toes. My skin has never felt moist. Shit. Her lips lock into yours, they're surprisingly soft and warm, the sensation incredible. Clouds cover the moon, you find yourself on the beach with spirit in complete darkness. You can feel a narrow strap beginning to come undone and come to life, snaking through the air, wrapping around your body and lifting you up off your feet. Come here, you. So this way it feels like, right? As spirit pulls you close, you feel a bit of glass pressed into your flat. Wait, what? Pain and pleasure mixed as you wash over you like the ocean, salty air stinging into your skin as you writhe against your undead rather, the lighthouse howls. In the darkness, you're pretty sure that spirit lets her dragons inside take over you. If it kills you, you're unsure if it will have all been worth it. The cloud part just as you imagine to pull yourself exhausted away from spirit. Aww. A chunk of broken glass is lodged into your shoulder. I am a soldier for enduring that. When you pluck it from your skin, it drips blood. So I think it got stuck in me when I was having the best night of my life. I can't do this, man. This is too much. Spirit drags her fingertip over the sharp end of the glass shard. Keep it, consider it a memento, depending on where that came from. I am never gonna recover from this. Dramatically. You arrive at the beach to find Claudette and Dwight waiting for you. Now is the time, Bob, to face your destiny. Actually, about that. Can we talk privately? Maybe not here, maybe someplace better. You know how I feel about you telling me what to do. Don't do it. I'd rather have a talk with Bob privately. From my experience, upper management at my father's mine, I learned that if you're going to fire somebody, it's the best place to do it in public so you don't freak out. Enough fire talk. Wait, you think? No, she can be. They seem so in love, I mean, not really. I'm not gonna get rid of Spirit. I spent all this time getting to know her, and it's not gonna be a smash and dash. If I try to imagine Spirit in love, I suppose she hasn't attempted to murder Bob yet, so I guess as it goes. That was very hard to read. Word of advice, if you're gonna end it quick. Don't need anyone's advice. Everyone out except for Bob. Yeah, that means you two out. You feel something awful hanging in the air. Even more awful than the lingering smell of Cleaver body spray. Yeah, I'm gagging. We're all gagging for Cleaver body spray. Spirit, Ren, I don't know what you're planning on saying, but before you saying it just now, I really enjoyed my time with you. Getting to know you over the past few days really helped me get to know myself. I want to say thank you. That's sweet, you're welcome. And you know what? It's the kind of thing that shows me you've got a good heart inside for you. Too good for me to carve out and toss into the ocean, but also too good to love me. I need someone who shares my interests, someone I can connect with, someone jaded and passionate. Someone only driven for the desire of revenge. I need someone who isn't so warm that I feel cold in comparison. I need someone who isn't you. Can we just be friends? Before you finish, just know if we're not friends, we'll probably become enemies, and I will destroy you. Friends it is! Glad to have you here with me when I need you, but also not to go close with me when I don't. So I'll see you around. Is that how it ends? You're just leaving me here? I'm not sure if I use word ends for that matter. But I would say I'm leaving, but us would definitely the fact that you can't see. Good night, Bob. I just spent all this time on the island doing everything I can to get to know you, only to be told that I should just leave the chocolate factory through the side door. I don't know what that means. Anyway, said good night, Bob. See you around. Why'd she keep saying that she'll see me around? And so, my precious killers lived happily ever after, as they should be, learning to love themselves first and foremost. Whilst trapped in a never-ending cycle of torture, my design. Did I just spoil my true identity? Made it this far, I probably know that. I have to play again more. Wait, what? Wait, that's the end? That's the end? Are you kidding me? Well, I did beat the game. Is that like a true ending? Or... Because if not, I might just finish stream here. I win, I guess. Dang it, even in video games I can't find love. Well, better luck next time. I'll take it, honestly. God, I'm horrible at this dating thing. I wasn't expecting it to be that short, because I still have like 2 other people to eliminate. So, I thought it was going to be a whole thing eliminating one by one, but okay. Yeah. What are the actual characters in DBD? I don't know. Because I know the designs are wildly different. Okay, Spirit is wildly different. I'm realizing these make them a lot more thick. She's a DLC character, funny enough. Right? Trapper. She's the only DLC character out of all of them. Should have paid more. Damn it, dude. Was there an ending where I could be with Spirit? There could have been. But being friends is more common, so I guess that makes sense. Dude, why? Man. I don't know what I'm doing next few days. I got the ending where I become friends. How? Okay, I want to check the global achievements, like how. Huntress is the least, like, eliminated one. Out of all of them. More likely Spirit to kill you. Anyway, that's me finished for the day. Bye.